Let's see how long it lasts before my StreamYard crashes and absolutely burns.
I'm frozen. Is it working?
I don't know. You look, it's froze on a perfect face though.
That was terrible.
Yeah, my StreamYard's been acting up. I don't know what the hell's going on with it, but like sometimes I'll use it and it's great, and sometimes it's like the end of the damn world, bro.
StreamYard sucks. They annoy the shit out. I stopped using them. I canceled because I'm like, you're charging me $1,000 for this horse shit. No thanks.
Yeah, it's bad as hell. It's bad as hell. So at any rate, welcome to the show, boys. If it continues to be awful, I'll just restart my computer and let Xia roll the stream for a while. That's what I did last time, and it fixed everything. So that's what I'll do.
It's literally I'm just frozen. It's only me though for some reason.
It's that dial-up internet, right? This, you know what, this does kind of remind me back when you would get on those websites like, you know, Chatterbait back when I was like a teenager, and that was like the porn you consumed was like this frame ratey awful porn.
How did that work? I mean, I guess if you have no other choice, right? Like that's what you have.
Yeah, dude, I grew up in the time where we had like magazines and shit. That's all I had was a magazine, and everybody had Bush.
Wait, Bush? Really?
Yeah. Well, it was like old Playboys that I found like from like an uncle. So everybody had that like 70s unkempt Bush.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say 90s and early 2000s was like the era when it was just everything was shaved clean.
We're old, bro. I don't know if you realize this, but we're like both almost 40.
I know.
So
I don't know what happens. I don't know when it happens.
Let me hit these super chats. Hey, look, you're just fine now.
Are we back? Are we good? Good. Oh boy! All right.
What did you do?
I took it out of full screen.
It was you didn't do nothing.
I just had it. Well, Nick took it out of full screen, but still.
M. Dimmel says, I thought I farted, but I shit. Now it's squished when I sit. Now I poop on my crack, even a little on my sack. Well, that's just awful. God, what is this super chat? This is a professional show.
I've never heard that that little poem.
That was disgusting. We have actual people here to watch a show, M. Dimmel, and you're just saying some shit. Thank you, M. Dimmel. He also dropped a pink boy, my boy. Penthouse was dude, Stan Lexi, you know what I mean. M. Dimmel says, and the pink boy is in honor of Billy Hatcher coming out for Pride Month. Only like 10 more days, you Billy be strong. That's true. Yeah, Billy's told us where he's finally came out and said he loves the cock, and we love him for it. So
does he? Is this real?
Yeah, it's 100% factual. I am not even remotely lying at his expense right now. Thank you,
not even a little bit.
Thank you, Dimmel. Appreciate you, buddy. Look at Billy in the chat. I'm not gay.
Oh, Billy, I was excited for you.
I like relationships with women, sex with men. All right, it's fine. Billy says, I wasn't expecting the entire Teen Titans cast to call them out. What's next? Or who's next? It's going to be good to see Xia again. Also play the new AI song. I will pull it up. I can't use it as an intro because you have to do that on a future stream because you have to upload everything separately. Thank you, Billy. I love you. Phantom says, hey, Cam, I just want to let you know I made my first ever music video on the channel and you appearing. Oh, thank God. You need to send that to me. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. M. Dimmel says, Billy doesn't know that Fiona and me do it every song. Oh, no. What is that? What is the name of that song? Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah.
Scotty doesn't know. Yeah. Wasn't that Matt Damon that was played that character?
No. Matt Damon played the character, but the band was Lustra.
Yeah. It's just funny because it's like Matt Damon's dumbass, like with a shaved head. Just
so funny. A lot of people didn't catch that too, which is hilarious.
He never said Matt Damon, so I had no idea.
Matt Damon.
Social Sport Chat says, welcome back, Xia. I miss Kim. I thought so much. How you doing, Chat?
Me too. Also said,
nothing wrong with a little Bush, Cody. That's fine. Listen, I watched you and Sean's podcast last night or the night before. I can't remember when it was. And my man was like, every girl that was just fat and looked like Godzilla, he was like, yeah, she could get it totally. And I'm like, Chad, you're like not making a good case for yourself when you just say you want to bang every giant creature that you see.
At least he's honest.
I guess
I appreciate that.
Either honest or down bad. You pick one. Could be either.
Both.
Both.
Maybe. Look, I'm not here to judge.
Both, maybe. At any rate, appreciate you guys joining us. I love you so much. Obviously, we have the Naked Snake goal up on the top. We're already a fifth of the way there for the 634th stream in a row. We're talking about bricks and minifigs a little bit today, as per usual. Things just keep spiraling out of control. I put out a video yesterday where Tara Strong, who's a voice actress that voices pretty much every female character in like every cartoon and or like video game, I know I'm exaggerating, but she voices a lot of them. She called them out in a TikTok video yesterday. And today, somebody in the chat was like, not the whole cast. Yes, most of the Teen Titans cast called Bricks and Minifigs out as well. So it's a beautiful thing to see. I'm loving it. Plus, Bricks and Minifigs, it was been revealed that they were also involved in a lawsuit with a previous franchise owner, and they sued him and lost. So we're going to cover that as well. And some stuff has surfaced from somebody that joined Bricks and Minifigs about a year ago and was talking about how terrible the structure was of the company and how bad the morale was. And it seems like everything's coming together in such a tight-knit way. And also, we're going to talk to Xia about some degenerate stuff like we always do.
Always. That's really what we do this for. I mean, come on, let's be real.
All you know, that's like your entire knowledge.
Yeah.
Just degenerate.
Other degenerate stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So at any rate, what? Go ahead.
No, you just got to fill me in on what happened. What's going on with the whole Teen Titans cast?
I will give you the whole rundown in a good 30-second bow. So Renee Galarza with 1,000 kicks says, joined a secondary gym playing my Nintendo Switch 2 and happy. Became a new part for the deck game. And hell yeah, brother, rock on, Renee. Thank you, Renee, for your kicks. I love you. Yeah, I don't do anything in the gym, but I go, and my gym partner only goes like half the week. So sometimes I forget my earbuds and it ruins my whole freaking time. I'm like, oh no, I have to listen to gym music, which is all right, but it's like echoey and shit. They play like Black Sabbath and shit, but it's so echoey you can barely like make out shit. And I want it in my brain, in my soul. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, PS2 Chopper Buddy, for your 5 gift memberships. I love you. Okay, so before we get into this, how you been doing, Xia?
Oh, I'm okay. This has been like the craziest worst. I've said it plenty on my own stream, but it's been like the worst 3.5 months of almost 4 months now of my whole entire life.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it is getting better, and I am working on it. So I started, I mean, just to like recap for everybody, I did this thing called the Safe and Sound Protocol, and it just pushed my nervous system into a state of such high alert that there was a period of time where all I felt was just anxiety and terror, and I couldn't go out, I couldn't be alone, I couldn't eat food. It got so bad. I just was stuck on the couch having panic attack after panic attack and high anxiety, and it was just awful. And anytime I started having panic attacks, even just walking out to my dumpster. So from like that point, yeah, it's been getting a ton better. Today I started doing food exposures this week. I started with 1 fresh cherry. It is the first fresh piece of food, fresh fruit that has not been factory sealed or frozen somewhere in almost 4 months. And so I started doing that. Today I had a half of a turkey sandwich.
Oh.
Yeah, and 2 cherries, 2 fresh cherries. So that felt like it was a pretty big deal. And then I started doing it's been just about 2 months, almost 8 weeks or 7 weeks of exposure work. And that I've been going out with Nick, where we just like drive. So I can go out. I haven't had a panic attack in probably about 3 or 4 weeks. I have like when I go out, it's where it starts to climb, where it feels like I'm going to have a panic attack, but then the panic attack doesn't hit, and then it goes down, and then it'll climb again, and then it'll go down. So I'll have some outings where I go out and I'm like, okay, I feel okay. This isn't too bad. And then others where it's just anxiety the whole time, or just that rise, settle pattern. So like I'm slowly getting there. I do it. I go out 5 to 7 days a week to try to just keep like getting my nervous system used to it. And as it calms down, it gets easier. So it just sucks to have to do it all.
Yeah, that is weird. I remember I had a weird thing. Like,
yeah, you texted me.
Yeah, I texted you, and I was feeling some sort of strange way about anxiety that I've never even really remotely experienced anything like that. And I think it had to do with putting my dog down, and my niece was getting a liver transplant like the day before that.
Yeah,
and I was streaming 7 days a week, and I don't know if maybe. I raced at Talladega, and after Talladega was over, I think I was floating this weird thing to where I was like, okay, that's done. Now I'm working towards the next race. And it kind of kept my mind occupied. And then after that was over, I had nothing but doing YouTube. And I think it let me relax a little too much, and then I don't know what happened. But anyways, I texted you and I was like, how do you deal with this?
It's awful. So absolutely horrible. It's not fun. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yeah, it sounds like you probably your stress bucket got full and your nervous system just was like, fuck.
It was weird.
Yeah.
I couldn't really nail down a catalyst, but I did. I quit all energy drinks just in case they were exasperating it.
It will.
And I was going out every day and seeing movies. I was like going out to the theater every day. And eventually, after like a week, I was completely normal. And now I feel completely fine. It was the weirdest thing, man. Like, it could be like somebody could have responded on to a tweet I had and be like, "You're gay, I hate you," and it would like ruin my whole night for no reason.
Which is so funny because usually when you do this, you're used to that, so you don't even think twice about it. But when you're in that state, stuff affects you a lot more. It's trippy.
Yeah, and once it was over, I was like, "Well, that was stupid." And now I'm like, "Oh, I'm very thankful it's over." But at any rate, M. says, "You read that right. Billy doesn't like to be happy." What the fuck, Billy? All work, no play makes you Billy a dull boy. He writes in his book. Billy's been working on a book apparently that says that over and over.
That's awesome.
It's a reference to The Shining, Xia. Come on.
Oh, it says that over. Never mind.
But at any rate, welcome to the show, everybody. I'm going to give Xia a rundown of the Bricks and Minifigs situation in 30 seconds. So here's what happened. There was a guy in Salem, Oregon. This guy he was an older guy. He took a $100,000 to $200,000 estimate worth of minifigurines and Lego to a store called Bricks and Minifigs in Salem, Oregon. Okay. Immediately right after he put it on consignment, so they would pay him when they sold it. The store had a hostile takeover by a guy named Josh Johnson and Brandon Best, who worked for corporate for the company because the lady that owned it was a franchise. So she was a franchise owner, so she owned it.
Okay.
So this Brandon guy and Josh guy showed up, and in the translation, a lot of the Legos were lost and just disappeared, and the guy was never paid, the old guy. And his son.
No.
So it's been 3 years now, or 2 or 3 years now, where they've been fighting this battle to get the Legos back, and it finally just hit like the media cycle. And the CEO and the COO went on like a media tour trying to defend themselves, only making themselves look worse and worse. So this YouTuber named Reckless Ben got on the case, started covering it, went all the way to serve one of these guys some papers, like to sue them. And the police department arrested him and his whole team. This YouTuber got arrested. He went to Mexico and then to get away from all of it, and was still releasing videos. And then Bricks and Minifigs sued Bryan Mcneff, sued Reckless Ben for $1.3 million for emotional distress and for defamation, although their lawsuits are completely frivolous because they've already came on camera saying they owe him money. So if there's anything that could be, completely, could resemble the truth at all, they don't really have a case, right? They have to know what they're saying is wrong. It's straight out of malice and all that stuff. So we've already talked about all that. So basically now it's starting to hit even more mainstream with Tara Strong, who's a voice actress for a lot of the Lego video games. She came out and was demanding they give the Legos back. And this is starting to hit everything. I mean, Asmongold's talked about it. Everybody's talked about it.
Charlie talked about this. Moist Critical. Yeah, I did. I saw the stream. I didn't watch it. I was like, what's up with the Lego controversy? I didn't know what was going on. And I thought about watching it, but it was, a couple hours long, and I'm just, all my energy's going into getting better.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. So that's kind of where it keeps us. Now, obviously, I skipped out a bunch of stuff. Like there's some body cam footage. It looks like the police officers were in on it. Joshua Josh is this bald guy who worked for corporate. Apparently, he resigned, but he still owns the store in Eugene, Oregon. There's a lot of moving pieces, but basically, there's a guy named Eamon. He's the CEO. Matt, his brother's the COO. Josh Johnson and Brandon Best all look like they're complicit in some kind of giant theft scandal. Where they stole these Legos. And for whatever reason, the CEO keeps making the statement that he wants to make it right and wants to pay the guy. And he wants him to come to the table. But he's actively suing him for defamation. So none of it really makes sense, right? So it's all really silly. So that's kind of where we're at now. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And we'll talk about some other stuff. And PDH may join us randomly because she's got her camera and her lights and everything, but she's playing WoW right now. So
I love it. I'm gonna start WoW soon.
Make sure you play vanilla and you can play with us. Not retail bullshit. Play the Burning Crusade Anniversary. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Because we have like 1 billion characters, and because PDH starts over every day and gets another character, and I'm like, bro, I can't keep up with this shit.
Exciting. Okay, good.
Emotional Sport Chat says that's awful, Z. I've been having panic attacks for years. It's terrifying. First time I thought I was dying. The VA is helping now. Yeah, dude, 100%. My first ever panic attack was when I was 26, and my ex-wife had just told me that she was leaving randomly. She's like, I'm leaving. I don't love you anymore. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Because we had a great relationship. So it was very jarring. It was just like a switch flipped. And then I was like, well, that's awful. And then I remember going to work, and this was literally December 26th, 2016. So it was the 26th and 27th. So it was after Christmas at GameStop. So there's 1,000 people coming in with gift cards. There's 1,000 people coming in with returns, just shoulder to shoulder in the GameStop store. And I remember literally, it was kind of a normal day. It didn't really affect me much. I was like, oh, this sucks, but whatever, I'll get past it. And I was driving to the bank, and I dropped off the deposit, and then I was driving on my way back, and I thought I was having a heart attack out of nowhere, and I had to pull over. And I thought I was going to die. And then it went away after like a minute or two.
Yeah.
And
it does.
yeah, my dad was like, you had a panic attack. And I'm like, I've never experienced anything like that.
Yeah, it does. It makes you feel like you're going to die or you're dying. It's the craziest thing ever. Once you realize what they are, they get a little easier to handle. Not that they're ever fun. My first one was when I was 16, and then I've had them, randomly throughout the years. But this experience pushed it to like the absolute limit. Like, I've never experienced terror on this level before, and I think that's why it was so bad, because I've had panic attacks before. I've had many panic attacks. I know what they are. I know how to handle them. They're not fun, but I know it's like, all right, they're going to peak and then they're going to pass and they're going to go away. Well, I did that stupid fucking music therapy that my therapist was like, it's gentle and there should be no side effects, and no.
Yeah.
And it just pushed it into a point where like, and I tried to keep pushing through it, because that's always what I've done. I've always just like, if I have a panic attack driving, I just keep driving and get to where I'm going, and I know it's going to pass and I know I'll be fine. Well, these fucking panic attacks weren't passing. They weren't going away. I had to have Nick come get me because it wouldn't stop for 3 hours.
Oof.
It was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I've never had my nervous system pushed to that level before.
Yeah. I remember when you were
insane.
streaming, you were just sitting there and you're like, I'm done.
Insane.
Done. And then you start crying. And I'm like, what is happening? I think
it was so bad.
But I was like,
so
damn, it sucks.
bad. Yeah. But it's past that point now. Now it's just me retraining my nervous system to realize that all the things that it started flagging as life or death are really just safe. So yeah, going out every single day. I started taking I took a 5-minute drive by myself yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? All my days are blending in together. And that I actually did pretty well. I was on the phone with my sister. We're looking at houses because we're trying to get my sister moved over here. But we need a third bedroom, and we need a place that will accept her because she's a felon. So we're working on that.
I don't know why that's funny.
Well, kind of.
I forgot to ask you, are you open to doing the bikini thing, or do you not want to do that? You don't
always.
Okay. Always. If we hit the bikini goal, then we'll do a bikini thing. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Always.
That'd be fun. All right. Oh no, I shouldn't move my chair. So I got a new chair. It's PDH's old chair. And because my chair was like, you could literally probably clone me off of my chair. It's so good. I've had it for like 6 years. And I got this one. And if I sit Indian style, it slowly just turns. It'll just slowly spin because it's like, I guess, so lubed. I don't know. So it's just like slowly spins. And I'm like, I hate it. But otherwise. Anyway, so let's jump into the stuff. Let's jump into the sauce. Let's have a good ass time. So first thing on the menu today, before we get to the Teen Titans thing, is from the Pun King on X. Something very, very interesting. How much for bikini? RLC. We used to do it on Camel Thoughts for it was double naked snake. There's double naked snake. So it's like 500 for naked snake, 1,000 for bikini. Same thing we did with PDH back in the day.
Hell yeah.
The YouTube is a little different now though. So I'll just play it by ear. I will play it by ear. Okay. Play it by ear. All right. So first things first is the Pun King on X. So somebody had joined. Caitlin F was the marketing director and department head of experimental retail that joined Bricks and Minifigs. And she gave a little insight to what was happening with Bricks and Minifigs. Keep in mind, this was 8 months ago. 8 months ago, brother. Now, obviously, this whole scandal was already happening at this point, but it had not blown up. It had not went insane until just recently, like a month ago, right? Cody's new chair. Yes, you heard him right. I've been abandoned. Yeah, it's sitting in my hallway, actually, right now. If anybody wants my old chair, you can have it. Just remember to not smell it. Because
I was going to say, Cody, they're going to clone you if you do that.
Oh,
Be
it's
careful.
Rough. It is a nightmare. 25 likes from Gold, by the way. Make sure you guys like the stream. So here's what Caitlin said as the marketing director. She says, I joined Bricks and Minifig fully aware that I was walking into a bit of a mess. Ooh, team morale was low. Roles were muddy. Trust internally and externally needed to be rebuilt. And this is not surprising when you think about Eamon and you think about Matt. I mean, if you just watch this whole controversy kind of burn down, kind of go insane, and how they're handling this scandal with Bryan Mcneff and Reckless Ben, they have no idea what they're doing, like at all. They're like loosely just filing lawsuit after lawsuit, left, right, straight, up and down, and all of these things that if they even go to discovery, they're fucked. Because there's so many, like they're going into this lawsuit claiming they've never received an itemized list of Bryan's Legos. Like, but in CoffeeZilla's video, CoffeeZilla pulls up that bitch and shows it to the CEO, and the CEO is like, "Oh, I've never seen this," and it's under the company's email on Excel. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. So I can completely believe Caitlin when she says she was walking into a mess when she went to Bricks and Minifigs. She says, so instead of rushing into flashy marketing campaigns, I focused my first 2 weeks on the fundamentals, boys. Right seats and right people. Unfortunately, those seats included Eamon McNeff and Matt McNeff, and of course, Josh Johnson and Brandon Best, which are probably the most poisonous 4 people to ever happen to across this company, in my opinion. It says, I held one-on-ones with every member, including 1099s to understand strengths, goals, and frustrations. One role was eliminated due to hiring an agency to fulfill the need, and soon a new senior role, and 2 will bridge team gaps. Everyone is getting a clearer job description, and we align on KPIs and such success metrics as a team. And I got to put this out there. I can't stand corpo speak. It makes me want to kill myself. I hate corpo speak. It's like saying a lot of shit without saying anything. But it's kind of what you have to be like when you're in this world. You have to be like, you have to say stuff like bridging gaps, building teams, getting on the same page, going towards success in every metric that, it's just it's
the same thing as politicians. They're just all full of shit and they make it sound like they're doing a bunch of stuff and they're not doing fucking anything at all.
Exactly. It's just saying a bunch of stuff. That's like when I went to do my interview with Walmart, like the district manager thing. I just said a bunch of shit like that and I was hired immediately.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
I was hired immediately. It was hilarious because it was funny because I did an interview with them like over the phone randomly. And then a month later, they didn't call. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then a month later, the regional director called me in a panic. And he was like, you still looking for that job? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, you're hired. I was like, okay. I guess they goofed. But Billy Hatcher says it's not to see Xia back on YouTube and not to see Camel Thoughts is back too. I hope PDH joins too. We can have double bikinis. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you, brother. RLC says the Forks PD getting blown out now that there's obvious scumbags. The auditors and lawyers are going to make serious cash taking these clowns down. That's what I would do. If I was Bricks and Minifigs, I'd drop these lawsuits because they're going to get clapped in half because somebody's going to take these cases pro bono or something. I don't even know. And they're going to die. It's going to be over. Because this is what Bricks and Minifigs does. And I know you haven't been following it, Xia, but I'll explain a little bit. The Matt McNeff and Eamon McNeff, who is the CEO and COO of Bricks and Minifigs, they're basically those people that are like professional suers. Like they sue everybody for every reason. Yeah. And they do the corporate thing where they sue people as a means to threaten them, to extort them. So they'll sue somebody and be like, well, we're suing you, just letting you know that if you try to fight it, we'll just delay it for years and ruin your life, which they've actually said. And that's, I guess, legal. That's called legal extortion, right? Where you can sue somebody and say you're going to ruin their life through keeping a lawyer on retainer. That's what they do.
Wow.
So they did that to their own father. They sued their own father to get complete control of Bricks and Minifigs because their own father was actually in power through a company called Legally Mine back in like 2022 or something. So they're pretty disgusting little dudes. And if you've seen pictures of them, you know what I'm saying. They're some pretty gross little dudes.
It's funny how you can just see it on people.
It is
sometimes.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see a gross, it's like, it's always, it'll be like, I don't know, Atlanta man arrested on charges of possession of, cheese pizza, right? And it'll show his picture, his mugshot, and it's literally like an obese, balding guy with glasses every time.
I know.
Every single, and you're like, oh yeah, he looks like he'd do that.
He looks like he'd do that.
It's just funny because I remember it was like a year ago. Because you see those things all the time, but it was like a year ago. And it was like Kevin so-and-so arrested for possession of, shop material. And I scrolled down to the mugshot and it was like a normal ass looking dude. And I was like, whoa, that's so rare. It was
Never
just a normal,
happens. Never
completely
happens.
normal guy, nice hair, not fat. I was like, wow, interesting. It's usually not this guy. So at any rate, but yeah. Speaking of it, is this blood of my boy, Blood of Heroes?
Look at that. We got Rainbow Night now.
Already a rainbow night, and we just started. Thank you, Blood of Heroes. You said the friends of Zio deserves a little something. Thanks for being here with your friends. I agree. PDH should be here with the bikini. Oh, she's sitting over here looking at me.
Come on, PDH.
They're pressuring me. They're pressuring her.
We're peer pressuring you into a bikini.
She said she will join.
Yay.
Our desks are literally like right beside each other, and we just play WoW. That's what we do.
That's funny. Nick and I's desks are also literally right next to each other.
We used to have different offices, and we would play games, and she'd be there, and I'd be in there. But one day, I was like, "You should just come on my show." So she just put a desk in here, and then now we just play WoW.
It works so much easier when you're in the same room.
Yeah, 100%.
It does.
Thank you so much, Blood of Heroes. I appreciate you, brother. You are the man, the myth, the legend, the first Red Boy, best Red Boy. Oh, I gotta take a shot. Damn, it is Saturday.
Ooh,
Saturday.
Red Boy shots. Is that what we're doing?
That's what I'm doing. You don't drink, Zia. Stay away.
No, well, all right. That's what you're doing. I don't even have alcohol in the house. I couldn't drink even if I wanted to.
Could you imagine ruining your life?
No, that's the last thing I need after all of this.
I will tell you, when I started having a lot of anxiety, I remember I would come upstairs and play WoW, and I would drink White Claw, and it would like calm me down. I would get like completely normal again. I'm like, cool. I just need to drink like 5 of these, and then I feel good.
Yeah, people use alcohol to self-medicate with anxiety all the time.
It worked. It worked.
All the time. It does.
Luckily, I pulled out of it. I drank for like 2 or 3 days, and then I didn't drink for a week. So I pulled out of it easy, and I didn't get drunk or anything. I don't do that. Thank you, M. Demmel. I appreciate you, brother. Says Zia looks like a mermaid basking on the beach. She does. She's totally on the beach right now.
I'm totally chilling. I'm chilling at the beach. This is real, obviously.
Reagan says, "What's up, bitches? Good to see Zia tonight. How you doing, Reagan? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope to see you soon." I'm trying to pressure Reagan into moving in with me so I have a gym partner.
Do it, Reagan. Do it.
I have my buddy Mike. My buddy Mike works out with me.
Okay.
But he takes weekends off, and he doesn't want to diet with me. Reagan's like, "I'll fucking diet with you, bro." And I'm like, "Yeah, brother. Hell yeah." Thank you, Reagan. He lives in Arizona.
Arizona, that's what I thought. Yeah.
M. Demmel says sex does work better when in the same room. Yes, McDemmel, what'd you say?
It does. Mm-hmm. It's true. Smart man.
Jesse's like, he really can live with us if he wants. I know. I've told him. Thank you, M. Demmel. Poor Mike. It's not poor Mike. Mike's the one that won't diet. It's fine. I don't care. It's fine. I'm just saying. I need somebody to diet with me. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys like the stream. We're 10 away from the fat ass goal. Already a quarter of the way to bikini, halfway to naked snake. Can you believe this shit?
That's
at any rate. So at any rate, yeah. So the McNeffs are bad people. So let's continue. It says communication. Or in the first step, she said everyone's getting a clear job description, and we align with success metrics, which is corporate jargon. Getting everybody on the same page to reach for the same goals, so we all have a clear path of success and operating profit. It's all the same shit. Communication. I moved to my office next to my team, taking an open door approach. We set up weekly one-on-ones at L10 meetings. I'm also establishing a marketing advisor committee to build trust and transparency across the franchise system. It's almost hard to read this because it's like throwing so many of these like corporate buzz shits in here. And I'm not shitting on this lady. I understand that this is what you have to do. But I just remember these things too well. Removing barriers, she says. This is Bricks and Minifigs, by the way. She says sometimes good leadership comes from a quick, simple wins. God, I've heard all this shit before. Like paying for an Adobe Suite subscription or photography equipment so your team can actually do their jobs. Look, dude, it's funny because it's like one-on-one meetings and meetings with your staff. I will say this, and I don't know how you feel about this, Zia. But this is how I feel about this. I've noticed that a lot of the workforce nowadays, like friends and family and all these people I've seen that like telework or remote work, what they do all day is they sit on meetings and just discuss stuff, like 5, 6 meetings per day. And it almost seems like babysitting.
Yeah.
Right. And there's like 1 or 2 of these people that are actually either running these teams or on these teams that's doing everything. And then everybody else is just showing up and then leaving. Yeah. And like I said, the amount of people, like if you look at the demographics of people on these calls, it's quite literally like 9 women to 1 man, like every one of them.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's wild. And I think a lot of it's just babysitting. There is no reason you have 10, 15 fucking meetings a day about the same shit over and over.
You can have one meeting a week and then everybody goes and does their job.
Yep. Exactly. That's what we did. We had a conference call every Monday when I was at GameStop, and then we go on about our week. And I hated it because I had to run it sometimes because I always performed well. They're like, all right, Cody, you got to do the whole thing. And I'm like, God, I don't want to do this shit. I'm stupid and young. I was like 20.
I'm stupid and young. Don't trust me for stuff. What the fuck?
Yeah, everybody on the conference call was like 50, and I'm 20, and I'm like running conference calls. I'm like, I don't feel like I should be doing this. And they all hated my ass. They hated it.
Because they were, oh my God, like resentful for the fact that you were 20 and you were running things. Yeah, no, that's exactly why.
Bunch of bitches is what I say. Thank you. Blood of Heroes, another $100 super chat. Wait, I gotta take a shot.
Another one. Now you need two.
Another one. And another one. And another one. Thank you, brother. It says, well, Cody, I think I can get away with another one. Let's chill and have a good ass stream. Well, thank you, brother. That's what it's all about. This is Saturday. I told Xia, I texted her before the show, and I was like, I'm tired. So I was like, we're just gonna have some fun on this show and just talk about bricks and minifigs and chill and like talk to each other and just have a good time. Because I have to help you level your other character. What do you mean? It's at 18. That's fine. Don't create another one like tomorrow. I'm tired of this shit.
I love her so much.
She got her priest. Her priest is like 46, and I was also 46, and she just stops playing her priest, and now I'm like 52 or 53. And I'm like, she's just done with her priest. And I'm like, what the hell? What are you doing?
What is she now? What's her level 18 character?
Oh, her new character. She has like a paladin and all this other stuff, but her new character is a hunter.
Oh, okay.
So now she's like got 8 to 18, and I have another character that's 22 that I can run with her. Thank you, Blood of Heroes. I'm gonna take a shot for Blood of Heroes. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate your support, my man. We got the old Smokies. I still have a lot left of it. The old Smokies salted watermelon moonshine.
Ooh,
gonna be a
shot for me.
No, I'm just gonna have one for Blood of Heroes.
One for me.
Blood of Heroes is the one I'm drinking.
Cody, you need to have two because you got 2 Red Boys from Blood of Heroes.
Oh, I'm gonna do 2, but not 4. Okay. Where'd my damn shot glass go?
I'm gonna do 4.
My shot glass, Jesse. Well, just give me that one. All right. But yeah, at any rate, yeah, it's gonna be fun. And we're about to have a hot tub.
Oh, you're gonna get a hot. See, that's what there's a house that I want to go look at. It's not, they're not showing it yet because the current tenant hasn't moved out, but they have it listed and it has a pool and it has a hot tub, and I want it. I want this house. I hope they will rent to me and Sienna.
Well, I didn't buy it. PDH bought it because I don't have no money. But like, I was like, you sure about this? And it was like the week before we put Loki down. And she's like, I have to buy something to make myself feel better. And I'm like, okay, well, go ahead.
Yep.
So
I get that.
Last cheers. The Blood of Heroes. I appreciate you, brother. Get the hell on it, D doggone it. I'll take another one here in a second. Ew. Oh no. No, I can't. She was like, we need to get a hot tub. And I was like, I have $8. And she's like, I'll buy it. And I'm like, well, you can do whatever you want with your money, but
nice.
I don't have any money.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Slash cheers. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Appreciate you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Appreciate you so much, Mr. Blood of Heroes. I love you. Another shot for my boy. Welcome to the society.
How far are we from Naked Snake now?
Oh, we're like 100 away. Thank you so much. 200 away.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my Saturday streams are a little bit less they're like a little bit less structured. By the time I get to Saturday, I'm like dead. I'm like no. Yesterday, like I think what is it yesterday or the day before I played Halo or something, you know? Oof, it was crazy. Thank you, Blood of Heroes. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Anyways, Blood of Heroes getting on board. I appreciate you. What's up, Sky? Hey, anybody? And let's have some fun. Thank you. All right. So that being said, as you can see, bricks and minifigs were already on some shaky ass ground before all of this started to happen and started to really, really go insane. And then you had people like Tara Strong, which this is the second time. And I think this is just a really popular thing to do. So this is Tara Strong right here. So yesterday she put out a video where she called out bricks and minifigs with her in like her voices of her characters, right? So she voices so many different characters. And she put out this video basically calling out bricks and minifigs to drop the lawsuit, give the Lego back, and give money back, you know, to Bryan Mcneff and Reckless. And I would have loved to be on a fly on the wall to watch, you know, Matt and Eamon Mcneff, you know, the CEO and all that. doing all. I would love to see their reactions to all of this because I don't know about them because did they buy bricks and minifigs because they were passionate about Lego? Because I know if they were passionate about Lego and these things started to happen, I'd feel like a dumbass.
Yeah.
A straight up dumbass. You know what I'm saying? And this all started, if you think back, actually, like Stan Lexi is saying, this all started with Legally Mine. You know what I'm saying? All before everything started going down, it was Legally Mine. And then also they got in trouble for and had to pay a fine for giving legal advice while not being lawyers. So they basically had these people that were pretending to be lawyers and giving legal advice, and they got in trouble for that. They had to pay some fines for that. This is Legally Mine. And then that was the company that ended up being sued by Eamon and Matt, which was his father's company. It's all weirdly connected. It's like the strangest thing ever.
Yeah.
And to be completely blunt about it, here was my theory. So I had this guy on my channel called Gabe. His name's Last Relic on YouTube. Great dude. And he actually owned a bricks and minifig store in Florida. And he said one day a guy in the U-Haul showed up. These guys, Josh Johnson, Brandon Best, the same two guys. And he had just pulled in a ass ton of inventory and had been performing well at his store. And then all of a sudden, this store that was performing well, they claimed that he broke all of these things in his contract, and they were just going to take his store. And if he fought back, he would have to pay $70,000 in like these weird fees, like these penalties. Basically, they claimed he didn't pay rent, but they cleared that with him and said they were going to pay his rent for a month or something. What? And he didn't have to pay certain royalties. And then they claimed that he didn't pay their royalties. So it was all this weird stuff. And they claimed he was stealing for some reason, which is something that you'll hear about a lot in these things. So Brandon and Josh shows up to his store and just start throwing shit in a U-Haul. So here's my theory, because this actually happened to the original case, which was in Salem, Oregon, which is where all this started. My theory, which I don't know if it's true or not, but it just seems to be the most obvious answer, like Occam's razor, right? They are showing up to stores that perform well or have a giant influx of inventory. They claim the person is doing drugs or stealing or breaking their contract. Then they take their store from them, break the contract, take their store, and skim $10,000 to $20,000 to $30,000 to $50,000 off the top of this inventory that's in the store, and it disappears. That's what I'm thinking is going on. And I think Eamon, Matt, Josh, and Brandon, and maybe some other people that are not really out in the media or publicly exposed might be involved in this, because some people were just arrested, I think, in Atlanta, or maybe I think in Georgia a few days ago for this exact same thing, which is the weirdest thing. It was a Lego scandal where they were taking inventory and selling it on eBay. So
what the hell is going? This is insane.
You know what's happening? It's these Lego sets or Lego figures or specific one. I think what's going on is they hold so much insane amounts of value, and people don't. It's almost like a new thing that people aren't realizing exists yet, and they don't realize how much money is in it. And some people have found out and started immediately scamming the fuck out of people, right? It's like, you know, you wouldn't think about that. You would think about Magic cards, right? Or Yu-Gi-Oh cards or retro games or something like that, where people are like trying to get these big ticket items. And all of a sudden, I mean, when this first started popping off, I didn't even realize that there was Lego sets that were worth freaking $2,000, $3,000. I didn't realize that. I mean, I guess I do now, but a lot of people, I think, wouldn't realize that. Because you think about Lego, you think about kids playing with Legos. That's it. So now that this is all coming to fruition, all these people are starting to get on board with it, and all these people are starting to get caught. And I think Josh and Brennan, shockingly enough, were just better at hiding it than these other people who have already been arrested for these things, which is weird because they're not very good at hiding it. Because the funniest part about all this is the CEO was being interviewed actively, and he was like, tell me about the U-Haul that was at the store that night. Because there was a U-Haul that showed up when Hostile took over the store. Because again, they were throwing shit in the U-Haul because I think they intended on taking it and stealing it. And the CEO was like, oh, there was no U-Haul. Or the COO. They were like, there's no U-Haul. And then CoffeeZilla, who was interviewing them, was like, okay, what's this picture on the security cam? And it was just a fucking U-Haul sitting there.
Oh my God.
And they were like, oh, actually, yeah, there was a U-Haul, but it was actually, it had a trailer hitch on it. And they were just driving an RV around or something. So every time they get caught in a lie, they stumble and just say some crazy shit. Oh, well, actually, it turns out they claimed crystal who was the original store owner of the Salem store where this all started, they claimed she was just on heroin for no reason.
So basically, don't ever own one of these stores because these guys are the
no.
worst.
I have said that. I have said that every single video, every single stream. I'm like, if you are currently a Bricks and Minifigs franchise owner, dude, rest in peace. I would be shaking in my boots.
I'd be selling. I'd be getting the hell out of there. Like, can you sell a franchise if you run a franchise?
It's probably inside your like your owner's contract, but likely what would happen is you have to pay some kind of fee to get out early. I would imagine, just like a lease or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of unbelievable everything that's going on right now. But at any rate, yeah, I wouldn't want to be involved at all. And it sucks because the CEO and everybody at the top are the ones that are in control of all these crazy things that's happening. It's not like a rogue executive, right? Or a rogue owner or a rogue district manager, I guess. It is the number one and number two in power, bro. That's terrifying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it was me, like let's say this happened at GameStop for some reason. GameStop's not franchises. So I could just be like, oh, it doesn't affect me. Somebody comes in my store and wants to fight me because they saw a video that I have nothing to do with and they just want to fight GameStop employees. My happy ass can be like, fuck this, deuces, I quit. And there's no strings attached. These franchise owners can't just dip the fuck out. A lot of them owe 100 grand or 150 grand. Like, they can't just leave. You know what I'm saying? It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. M. Dimmel says, just so everybody in chat is clear, Billy Hatcher is still gay, celebrating Pride until June 30th. Also, Cody, how do we get Billy monetized on YouTube? He just has to hit 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours. That's it. That's it. Thank you so much, M. Dimmel. I love you. I appreciate you. Norm says the CEO owed $170,000 in taxes and had a lien on his paycheck while it legally mined. Imagine getting so much money you owed near $200K and you don't have the tax money because you spent it. That sounds about right. Now,
that happened to my dad. Kind of.
Yeah, well, think about it this way. They had to sue Legally Mine. And they sued Legally Mine to get their dad out of the way so they could use all the revenue that they were getting in Legally Mine to fund their acquisition for Bricks and Minifigs. You know, it was like, I'll pay you Thursday for a burger today, right? But it was their dad and they were suing him.
Man, these guys are scumbags. The more I'm hearing about this, I'm honestly a little glad I didn't look into it when I wanted to, because it was like a month ago and I wasn't doing great and it probably would have pissed me off so much. I mean, it does, but just, worse.
Will Ferrell's probably involved. Ty, what the fuck? RLC Tech says it's completely destroyed their other franchises. I can't wait to see the class action from BAM from the owners. Oh, that's coming. That is coming. You know what? I think that Eamon and Matt are going to disappear to like South America, and they're just going to be like, our names are not that anymore. Both of our names are Amji. They're moving to South. That's what I would do, to be honest. If it was me, I'm out. Fuck this.
Yeah, they have a lot of heat on them.
Yeah, man.
What do they look like?
You want me to pull them up? I'll pull them up.
Yeah, I want to see. I've never seen these guys.
Okay, so this is the CEO right here. Yeah, and he just looks like a super villain. What are you doing? Oh, well, go turn your light on. No one's going to care if you walk in my background. Who's that? Killer. Like, like that's the CEO.
Oh my God, he's got the stupid mustache.
It would be all right if he wasn't an evil villain, but he's an evil villain. It's too much.
Wow. Oh, he's got such a punchable face.
Yeah, he does. All right, so here is Josh Johnson. Where is he at? There he is. Here's Josh Johnson. This is the guy that would show up with a U-Haul and just basically, it looks like was possibly stealing shit.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no, you're right. They look exactly how you think they do.
Bald.
Just bald. Bald men are bad men. No,
Disgusting.
I'm kidding.
Disgusting. No, say it, Xia. Say it and shame him.
Bad man. Bad man. You're a bad bald man.
Would you ever bang a bald man, Xia?
No.
No? Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Never. No. Disgusting. Abhorrent behavior from his hairline. Yeah, his brother, the brother of Eamon, looks just like him without a mustache. They look out exactly like. That's probably why he grew the mustache, so he could look different.
So if someone's a franchise owner,
yeah,
the person who technically owns like the rights or whatever can just come in and take your shit. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't even understand.
Here's what happens, and this is the shady part of the whole thing. they will come in, and this is these are contracts. I've experienced the same thing in my life. They'll come in and they'll be like, "Hey, my name's Josh. My name's Brandon. We noticed that you violated your personal contract with us." And you'll be like, "Well, how?" Right? And they'll be like, "Well, you didn't pay rent in December to the landlord, and we got a notice from the landlord you didn't pay the rent." And then you, as the franchise owner, you'll be like, "I talked to the CEO," because they actually have direct lines to them, and they talk to them pretty regularly. It's like, "I talked to the CEO, and he said he was going to pay my rent for December. What are you talking about? We already talked about this, right?"
Ooh.
And
we have to get everything in writing.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything.
So they'll claim that they never said that to you, and you violated your contract. And there's a penalty of like 10 grand per week or something for every week you're late on your rent. So it's up to 70 grand. So technically you have to pay us 70 grand. Or here's what we'll do for you, Xia. We're going to be nice. Instead of you paying us 70 grand, you can just leave and we'll take the store.
They're not even running a business. They're just running a scam.
And they do this through contracts. I've experienced the same thing in my life. You know what I'm saying? Where I remember reading a contract one time. And it was through a company years ago, and it was like every day you're late, it's like $3,000. And I was like, and I asked them, I was like, "That's insane. That's crazy. We need to change this." And they're like, "Oh, we don't actually use that. That's just standard for contracts." And I was like, "Oh, okay," because I'm stupid and young. And I shit you not, it was like 2 weeks. I texted them and I was like, "Hey, can I pay you on this day?" And they're like, "Yeah, totally." 2 weeks later, they're like, "Well, you owe us 28 grand." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" They were like, "Yeah, you owe us 28 grand." And I was like, "You said you don't use that. You said you don't." And they're like, "Yeah, well, times are tough." And they were like, "So basically, here's what we can do. You can pay us 28 grand, or you can let us keep the initial money you gave us for free." Same shit. It's the exact same shit as these.
Oh my God.
Now, to be fair, we smoothed it over. In my case, we smoothed it over and it was totally cool.
Okay,
It all ended up being fine. We just had to fucking hash it out. But the Bricks Minifigs guys aren't. They're utilizing those sections of the contract to completely rob everybody around them. That's the whole point. Irakaya says, "I will not tolerate this bald man slander."
Irakaya, I'm kidding. I don't have anything against bald men. It was a joke.
I do, Irakaya.
Cody does, apparently.
You better grow that hair, Irakaya. No, I'm just kidding. You look good. You look good. Here's the trick to being bald. You have to be kind of jacked. You cannot be a fat, smelly bald guy. You got to be a little bit jacked. Bald dudes with like a big fat mustache and are jacked to the gills look awesome. They look like fucking Kratos. Who's going to say Kratos looks like a bitch? No one, right? Because he's jacked and he's fucking bloodlust. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. But you can't be like a fat, gross bald guy. Like, come on. Like you gotta take care of yourself.
It's one or the other. You can be fat or bald, but you can't be both.
Yeah, exactly. All right, thank you, boys. Appreciate you. We are now officially 160 to Naked Snake, 660 to Fight. Fight Milk, yes, and bikinis. Everything. At this.
Yay!
Why do I hear myself? Did you do something, Juice? I hear myself.
I didn't do anything.
You did something, didn't you, Z?
I didn't do anything.
My kick is open. God, I'm a stupid bastard. Never mind. Ignore me. God, I'm stupid. I hate myself. All right, anyways. I opened my kick and it started playing stuff.
Oh, so you hear it back. Yeah.
Drex's Unused Baldo on Rumble says, "Hey, now you can leave Johnny Sins and his bald ass, Mr. Clean looking head out of this." Then again, he is synonymous with small blonde white women. Poor Xia. Who's Johnny Sins?
I don't know.
That sounds super familiar, though.
It kind of does sound familiar.
Anyways, sounds like a porn actor.
Probably is a porn actor. That was my first thought.
Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of porn actors, Blood of Heroes with $100.
We're almost there.
God, Jesus, brother. You need to slow down, bro, because I'll be getting way too drunk on this show. Blood of Heroes. Like, God, diggity damn, brother. You going too hard, my man. He's going too hard. Thank you so much, brother. God, Jesus.
Never too hard.
Man. What a beautiful man you are. Shit. There, me and Sean had a stupid, immature conversation about that one time. Being
too hard.
Yeah, like there's like one out of every 50 times. You're just like it's like a brick for no reason. It's cool. Something to do with male biology. I don't know. I don't get it. Thank you, Blood.
guy is fun. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you, Blood of Heroes. This happens in threes. I've done this for Xia, and tonight I'm doing it for you. Keep fighting the system. Keep up the good work. Take care, brother. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you guys for joining a more laid-back Saturday show because I was bringing old Xia on. I appreciate you, Blood Heroes. You're goated. Love you, dude. Appreciate you. Get the hell on it, dog on it. And thanks for hanging out in the laid-back Saturday show. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Blood Heroes goated. Billy says Blood wants Cody drunk. Would be fun to see Xia drunk too. No, we'll see Xia doesn't drink, right?
Billy, it would be fun for you guys for a little while, and then I think it would probably just be sad. I feel like you guys would be like, ha ha ha, this is hilarious. And then as a little more time went on, everybody would be like, oh no.
Billy, thank you, Billy. I appreciate you, brother, for all your love, all your support. You're goated as hell. He's goated as hell. He's a good man. He's a good man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. All right, let's continue, boys. Shout out to Mr. Bloody Heroes for being the GOAT. Appreciate you, man. Oh my gosh. All right, dude. Appreciate you. Ty says the attempt on my life in my early 90s that was like murdering high schooler was from a mid-20s contractor. Interesting. What the hell? That's interesting, man. Wow, Ty. What the hell, buddy? What the hell, buddy?
That story. God damn.
God, brother. Jesus Christ. All right, man. I think I was around 11. I'm not sure. Yeah, dude. You know that I think about that sometimes, Ty, where I'm like, every day. We don't realize it, or probably at least once a week or once a year, you walk by like a fuck ton of like serial killers or murderers, and you just don't even know. They can take you out back and slash your cheeks right the hell off.
Yeah.
God, it's terrifying. Imagine being like a little white girl, though. That'd be even worse. Because then your cheeks are even more like scary.
I can't go places at night by myself. Really. It's not a smart idea.
Oh, no. I was murdered in 1996.
You have ghosts in your chat? Damn, your chat is cool.
Yes, yeah. PDH has arrived.
She made it.
Oh, yeah, hold on. There you go.
I'm holding my mic because I hate my mic stand.
It's so loud. Oh, my God.
It falls over like every 5 seconds.
Oh, that's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, well.
I need.
Yep, put you in your headphones.
I like that me and PDH have the same hair. This is the I haven't washed my hair in a couple days hair, and so I'm putting it up into a bun.
It's been like a week.
Oh my God. You disgusting women.
I love it. Girls just, we're so funny. It's just, you just know.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I wash my hair every stream, but shower.
You're a guy. You have like 2 inches of hair. When you have a lot of hair, washing your hair is a pain in the ass. And you're not really supposed to wash your hair every day. Like, you're supposed to let the oils go through it. And it's, I don't know. It's a thing. I hate it.
It's a whole thing. Yeah. I'll take a shower and I'll do like everything except wash my hair.
Just face down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. At any rate, let us move on to old Tara Strong and all the peeps at the Teen Titans, okay? And see what their statement is about bricks and minifigs. Like I said, a lot of people are getting on board with this. Me and PDH has talked about this for like 2 weeks on our streams and the videos. And it's been very, very interesting to see all these people come on board and do different things. So let's pull this up real quick. Is this working? Oh, unmute. And they have them chanting brick by brick, which is the crazy shit. All right, so here they are right here. Here is the cast of the Teen Titans absolutely lighting up bricks and minifigs. Are you ready for this? Can I zoom? I bet I can't zoom in on this, can I? Of course, fucking not. All right, here we go.
Back. Yeah, whatever. Give back the Lego.
Give it back, booyah. Give it back, baby. Give it back.
Give it back. Give those Legos back.
Bro, I would
awesome.
Bro, if I was Eamon and I was Matt McNeff, the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, I would just be like, you know what? Fuck this, and just drop everything and apologize. Like, what do you have to gain at this point? Now, maybe they think they're going to get some money out of it, but here's the issue: and this is my theory, right? They don't have any money because they post operating losses, and those operating losses also could just be write-offs for taxes. They could be using the money they're getting from skimming this shit from the U-Hauls. You know what I'm saying? So they're sending these U-Hauls in with Josh and them, taking $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 in Lego and minifig, turning around, selling them behind the scenes for fucking cash, bolstering their income, having write-offs for company losses to make it to where they don't pay any taxes. It's got to be a perfect scam, a perfect scheme. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. I don't know.
Perfect. It's absolutely perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy as hell.
That's like literally an entire militia just at that one gathering.
Yeah.
They should take up arms and storm the Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
The Lego castle.
Yeah. Eric Kaya says repaying the Legos would be cheaper than any lawyer fees are going to get out of these people. Well, here's my other theory: is that the lawyers, every lawyer they have on staff, is completely, not they're paid somewhere else. They're paid from something else, right? Like they're not actually being directly paid by Matt and Eamon McNeff or Bam at all, right? Maybe on paper, but maybe they're not even paying them. Maybe that's why it's so easy for them to just fucking file lawsuits and shit. Billy says Nintendo's Power lawsuit is failing hard, and they could also get somewhere around 300K or 30K or something like that. They wasted 40 million on it. Well, Nintendo, the reason Nintendo does it is because they're more worried about their IP than anything else, right? They're more worried about that.
I lost my vape, and I want your vape, but I also don't want to share your vape. I just want you to let me have it.
Too bad. So sad. Ty says trying to screw a person up in the head so much. First guy I can't tell which story is and which is the repeaters. Yeah, dude, 100%. It would have. Now they're stuck and have to just pray the public will forget. Well, it'll take them about 10 years. I think, well, it's kind of like GameStop, right? So GameStop had an awful public perception, an absolutely awful public perception for probably over a decade. And then when they hired a funny social media manager, they fixed it within like 3 or 5 months.
That's wild.
But because that is what like people online they respond to is if you're just funny and kind of aware. So what GameStop will do is somebody will make the joke where, GameStop offered me $2 for a Ferrari, right? And GameStop will quote tweet it and like say something smart ass, and everybody's like, oh, based. You know what I'm saying? And it works. And Wendy's was the one that started that. Fucking Wendy's started that shit. And then that every fast food joint, every corporate company, Walmart, everybody got on board and started doing this social media like meme campaign. A lot of them have been fired as a result because they went a little too fucking hard. Like somebody from McDonald's told somebody to fuck off one time, and it was hilarious.
They probably typed as a joke and didn't even mean to hit send, and then like ruined their life.
It's crazy.
They shouldn't have lost their job. I think more people should be told to fuck off online.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about, that's like Halo right now. I don't know if you've been following the Halo campaign evolved thing, but it's been an absolute nightmare from start to finish. It's completely embarrassing. So, like, Halo, for some odd reason, they're remaking, refreshing, remastering, whatever. But it looks like a remake from the ground up of Halo, like the first one on PC, right? Halo Combat Evolved, and the regular Xbox. And for some reason, they took literally every feature out of the game. They're charging more for other features, and they're adding features that you can't even use. So it's like the weirdest thing in the world. And they did a Q&A, and the Q&A only destroyed the hype for the game more because people were asking questions like, hey, is there a theater mode? And they're like, well, no, but you can get a skull to turn off your hood and then take screenshots. And everybody's like, are you fucking kidding me? And there was just somebody like they added to where you can play as different Master Chief skins, right? Different Master Chief skins. Well, the Master Chief skins, you can't even use them in the base game of 10 missions on Halo, nor does it show up in cutscenes. It's like they added nothing to the game. They're like, they were hyping up this new weapon in Halo. They're like, yeah, there's a new weapon in Halo. Oh, by the way, you can't use it. Go fuck yourself. It's just for the NPCs to use. And so everybody's super pissed because like, why the absolute shitballs would I ever in my life pay $50 for this game? Because it looks like balls.
How did they possibly think that would be a good idea? Like, I don't even understand where they didn't expect people to be off their rocker pissed about that.
They absolutely hate their community and their fans. Like, they will openly say this. It's like, oh, well, if you don't like the decisions we made, you're not a real Halo fan. And companies have been doing this for years.
Is it maybe like a tactic, like that Dick's restaurant where they like make fun of you, like people like?
No,
I don't know.
No, it's not a tactic. It's this thing they think they can do. is to shit on all their fans, and that'll well, we're not trying to get those fans. We're trying to get new fans. That's why they'll add like, rainbow armor and like Halo, which is fucking, I don't care. But if somebody has a problem with it, like, well, fuck you, you're not a real fan. We're trying to get new fans. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. None of the people that care, like none of the people that are hyper passionate about Pride, like over the top, give a fuck about Halo or are going to buy your product anyway. So it's like searching for this new demographic that doesn't exist at the expense of your entire current demographic. And every company or movie studio have been doing this for years. And now a lot of people are starting to finally change and come through the other side of it and be like, wait, well, what are we doing? But Halo has held strong every step of the way. Every step of the way. Right? So
that's literally the problem with every single IP in the past. I want to say probably about 10 years. I mean, Star Wars completely fucked themselves by doing that. And yeah, you're right. I'm noticing it with every movie. It's what's wrong with Hollywood. It's so bad. It's so bad. They keep making garbage and just shitting on the fans. And then they call you whatever. This is the worst part. If a fan comes out and they're like, this was dog shit, they're like, well, you're racist or you're sexist or you're whatever, like ist, or that you're calling someone to basically God, what's the word I'm looking for? My brain is retarded. Distract from the fact that they've just made a shit product and they didn't care and they put no work into it at all.
Well, luckily, and I don't know if it was USAID or if it was like random mystery banks, across the seas or some shit. But suddenly the loss of profit started to actually hurt companies. So all these companies dropped that shit overnight. Because all these companies are like, we don't need fans, we don't need this, we don't need that, all this bullshit, and they just started losing everything. Like every new Star Wars production or superhero production just started losing $200 million per year, and they kept making them for like 5 fucking years after that, right? So something was going on, and that money dried up apparently forever. So luckily that's gone. Thank Jesus for that. U.S. AIDS, terrible. U.S. AIDS. Oh, speaking of U.S. AIDS, the U.S. apparently will no longer be funding any AIDS research or HIV research in Africa.
Why does the research have to happen in Africa?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of already have the research figured out. Wouldn't they be funding like maybe treatment in Africa if you really want to do something?
It might be something like treatment or something. I just saw that on TikTok, or not TikTok, but like Facebook or some shit today.
Like I know AIDS strains are all very unique, and the whole premise is that it apparently like mutates so quickly, and that's why like one single vaccine doesn't work for everyone. So I guess maybe that's why like you're researching specific strains in Africa, but it still sounds silly.
Yeah, it's weird. Blood of Heroes with a pink boy. My man says, no need to rush to do your goals, Cody. I just want to achieve some of your goals. Love you guys and have fun. Well, I appreciate you, Bloody Heroes, for so much so much support tonight in the way of super chats. I don't deserve it, man, but I appreciate you hanging out for the Saturday show. It's more of a lax show. Fucking last Saturday, we just drank and freaking talked about nothing. It was great.
That's what I forgot. I forgot to get a drink.
Yeah, that's what Saturday's for. It's kind of like we're hanging out. We'll talk a little bit about what all the stuff. It's been a lot of fun. So thank you, Bloody Heroes. I appreciate you, brother. Get the hell on it, diggity dog on it. Love you as well, Bloody Heroes. And thank you for all that support, you crazy bastard. I appreciate you, brother. That puts us at like 505. We're already
Bloody
at
Heroes is freaking awesome.
He's a good man. I can't believe this. This is insanity.
Yeah.
He's clapped everybody's face tonight. He's not even my guy. He's one of your guys. Crazy.
He's the best.
You so good, man. Thank you, Bloody Heroes. Saul says, hi, PDH and Xia and Chody. I've been up since 6:30 a.m. Can't go to bed until 7 a.m. Was out golfing with the family and couldn't go to sleep. Got 2 Celsius. Bro, that's how I am. So if I went out like day drinking and like golfing, I wouldn't be able to sleep. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I can sleep anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
Under any conditions.
We got
I'm so jealous. That's awesome.
Where'd you go, Stanley? Is that all?
It's not though, because I'm always sleepy.
I guess that's the flip side. It's either
that's weird. Stan Lexi in chat. It says your chats are French in StreamYard. They're French in StreamYard, but they're in the chat. Stop. In the chat, they're English. It's the weirdest thing in the fucking world.
Dude, I've been getting these. I don't know what the fuck's going on with YouTube. Besides the fact that they're losing their goddamn mind, I'm getting videos taken down for nudity when I'm not naked.
Well, you're pretty close.
bikini is they're covered. You wear those to the beach. I wear those in public. I wear them around children. They are clothing.
Oh my god.
There's no NERPs showing. There's nothing. But the I've been noticing in front of, like, when I look in the YouTube chat in front of someone, it'll be their name and then what they wrote, but in between their name and what they wrote, there's like a little Chinese symbol. It's
That's
really fucking weird, man.
That is
But not on everyone's, just on some.
That's weird. It's crazy as hell. Slosher says investment groups like BlackRock and Vanguard are also buying stocks or giving good interest rates to companies with positive. Oh yeah, that thank God that's gone. That's
Right,
pretty
let me
much
not invest in Vanguard.
I think the president or CEO of BlackRock came out publicly and said DEI initiatives were an extreme failure. And that's why they're kind of all gone now. You know, as far as in big, it was huge. I remember, dude, I did a DEI training one time and it was the craziest shit I'd ever freaking done in my life. It was so crazy, man. There was a section called micro. It was like a microaggressions, which I've kind of know what that is already, but it was insane. It was like every time you see a black person like in your workplace, you need to look inside yourself and realize they worked 10 times harder than you ever could have to get to the point they're at. So you need to always think about that when you're around them. I'm like, what the fuck am I reading? We just assume that that happened. That seems kind of fucking racist already. You know,
it is racist already. And second of all, you have to think about it every time you're around them. You're like, oh, I'm around this black person now. Oh man, he worked way harder than me.
Yeah, you have to be like extremely aware 24/7. You have to treat people like in different ways. And that whole DEI training was like that in different ways. It was so strange. I was like, this is weird, man. I didn't like it. So, but at any rate, that's all that shit's gone. All that shit's gone now. The last time I had to take something like that was like 4 years ago. And then I never had to take it again because they got rid of it. Renee Galarza on Kick with 500 Kick says, I follow Russian VTubers even though I don't understand. It's the voice. Hell yeah, Renee. Appreciate you, brother. It's crazy, man. Anyways, let's continue. Let's have some fun here. I was talking about Halo and then I lost my train of thought. Halo pissed me off though. It hurt my feelings because I was so excited. And it just every time I look at it, it gets worse and worse and worse. Damn, brother.
Xia, I got Botox in my trap muscles.
How did you know what's so funny? I literally just saw a post doing that where it's supposed to help with the tension there. And my husband is like so jacked up. And I was like, dude, you should try that. How is it?
So like as I was driving away from the place, it felt like I had just gotten like an hour long, like deep tissue massage. Like I wanted to cry. It was so relieving. Like
wow.
Insane. And it still feels amazing because I always feel a lot of tension in my shoulders and it's great. And my posture is better. Okay. And I'm working out my mid and lower traps now and I can actually feel them working.
Yeah. So she walks like it. Okay, you might not understand this reference. I don't know. But she walks like an undead in WoW. And she she is always like she has this really bad posture where she's always like leaning forward, like right. She just has, I call it hot girl posture because girls are always doing that.
I also have a condition. So
anyways,
she's like, there's literally a reason for this.
Yeah. So she
she
read about Botox and traps to fix all these things, and now she stands straight up, and it's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
It's so nuts.
Okay.
It's so weird.
I'm going to talk to Nick about this again because he was kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that, but he has so much tension in here. Like he can't, it gets so tight up through here that his head hurts. Like he can't move his neck a lot. Like he has to get regular massages, which is fine. But like if there's something that can help him more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like $900, which was really expensive, but.
Oh my God.
But it lasts like 6 months.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
And once it kills down my traps a little and I've built up my other muscles, I feel like I won't need to do it.
No, I'll just have bad posture, brother. I'll just have bad posture. It's fine.
And pain.
And
bad
pain.
Posture and pain.
$900. That's actually not too bad. That must be how many. I've never gotten any Botox, but I've looked into it a bunch of times because I want to. There's a part of me that always freaks out that I'm gonna like not, if I can't move my face, I'm gonna be like, oh my fucking God. But it helps
though. Like it helps with, I have like a really tense face when I'm in social situations because I'm like trying to make sure I'm making the correct face that I'm supposed to make. And it gives me tension headaches. I don't know if you have the same thing, but like having a forcibly relaxed face is so nice.
just face. Just,
Yeah.
I have been wanting to do it for my jaw because I have really bad TMJ. Like my TMJ is horrific, and I've heard that it can help with that. Like I'm not even supposed to be chewing gum or eating hard food because of how much it pops and clicks when I eat. So I think that was where I would start. I would start here and see how that goes. But it's like, what is it? Like $12 a unit or something like that. So it just depends how many units you need.
We go to this place that's in this like weird rundown strip mall, and it's like $9 a unit. But the doctor there is like ancient and has been doing it his entire life. So
if I trust a doctor like that if they do it their whole life.
Look, Stan Lexi said he got his French bulldogs the same surgery for $100. $100. You guys are just overpaying. You need to go to the vet.
Surgery.
Go to the vet.
It's not a surgery. They just inject it into you. It's just a syringe of botulism.
Yeah, we could probably get it black market. And
there you go. Mr. Sammy says, hey, Cody, what do you think about Halo coming to PlayStation? I think it's great. I mean, who gives a fuck about Xbox being exclusive anymore? Xbox hasn't really been relevant for me since the Xbox One was announced, because the Xbox One was such a travesty. And I went PlayStation, full on PlayStation. And then I think, to be completely honest, and I know some people in chat are going to be pissed, but I think console gaming has completely ran its course and doesn't need to exist anymore. I'm just being honest, because I know people are like, PCs are expensive. Yeah, if you're getting like a top of the market monster PC or even close to that, yeah, you're spending a lot of money. But you can spend $800 and get like 3 generations ago parts and get a monster and play everything on the market right now. Like, you don't have to spend $5,000, and you don't have to spend $200. You can spend $500-$600 and you're going to get there. And PCs do so much more. It's not even fathomable.
pro tip, you can play WoW on a really shitty computer. So if you just play WoW, you're fine.
I used to play WoW on my laptop, and it was great, like no issues, because we only had, this was when Nick had his PC, and we couldn't afford a PC. We were so poor in LA, and I just played it on my, like, it was a decent laptop, is an MSI, so it was a good laptop. But yeah, like zero issues, and that laptop still runs. I could probably still play WoW on that.
Yeah. That's all we really do is play WoW. My buddy Sean plays WoW on a really shitty laptop too.
So fun, yeah. And that game will take over your life.
Yeah, it's just fun. We'll play it, and then we'll just turn on a creepypasta. So.
Or on that TV behind you, we'll play something.
Ultra Death says a decent PC still costs about 2 or 3 PS5s. No, see, I was looking at building a PC for a buddy recently, on like a $500-$600 budget, and you can get like a 2070 or a 2080, and you can get other things to that nature, and you can get like $500-$600 and get something decent.
You can. And if you do want to, though, you can invest and, spend a couple grand, and you can just, and if you get a decent sized tower, you can just switch parts out like as you need to. You can switch out the CPU or the GPU when you need to. You can get a new graphics card as they upgrade if there are games that like your graphics card's not quite keeping up with. Like I did that for a while. It really, I'm kind of with you. It's hard. Once you go from console gaming to PC gaming, it's really hard to go back.
It is. Renee says, I get it, but don't you have to mess with settings or on certain games? On older games, you do, but on anything past like 2011 or 2010, it will auto set all that for you. Rose Investigates, how you doing? Says, there's so much more. Camelot, have you seen the BAM map? It's insane. The whole scheme, literally, holy crap, it's a conspiracy. Send it to me. Send it to me in a DM on Twitter if you can. My Saturday shows, I don't prep at all. I just invite some people on and drink a little bit. So it's my good old Saturday show. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate you. But yeah, send it to me and I'll check it out. We'll look at it. Thank you so much. Love you. Appreciate you. Get the hell on it, DD dog on it. The RAM and SSDs are rough right now. Yeah, 100%. But like I said, you can still get old. You can get old ass shit. Obviously you're not gonna be able to utilize it forever, but if you're just wanting to play some games, like you want to play Left 4 Dead 2, maybe even Resident Evil 2 remake and stuff like that, you can pay for $400 to $600 and you can get something that will do that. But that's just me. Check out bammap.com. Well, I'll check it out. Thank you, Rose. I'll check it out. Thank you. Oh my God. So you're saying I'm able to? Yes, of course. Yes. Of course. BAM. Let's see what Rose is sending us. BAMmap.com. I hope this don't lead me straight to porn or something.
It's just gonna be a giant wang in your face.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what he loves.
I knew it. That's why he had to wash his hair.
Okay, so this is in Korean. Is this everything's called dong? Is it? Are you screwing with me? You screwing with me?
Google what dong means in Korean.
What does dong mean in
Map
Korean?
decom, not bam map. What are you talking about? It was just a literal random. Just it was like Google Earth, but in Korea for some reason. Bam map, decom. You're confusing me. You're confusing me. Money, I think. Well, it's all good. Thank you. Appreciate you, Rose. Thank you, Rose. I'll check it out. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Billy says, do you see how the shit show of the PlayStation, how they force people to pay for PS Plus to do co-op mode? Well, they rolled that back, apparently. Oh yeah, it just ended up being Lemon Party RLC. Yeah, they rolled it back. So they rolled back the 2 PlayStation Plus memberships for Halo on co-op. So at least there's that, right, Billy? At least there's that. Thank God. Thank God. Yeah. Could you imagine, McStiller? My computer just shuts down, my bank account goes to 0, and then a guy like comes in my house and beats the shit out of me. That's the virus. That's the computer virus. Damn. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think Sony would roll it back. Well, I don't think it was Sony's fault. All right, go ahead. I don't think it was Sony's fault, to be honest. I think Halo's just goofy. If you can tell anything from Halo, it seems like they don't want to do almost anything. The only thing that the developers of Halo want to do, because they changed the name to Halo Studios because 343 had such a bad rap, but I think they don't want to do anything but have the game, texture the game, and then release it. And they don't want to add anything that might cause it to make the development harder or more involved, right? Because it's like, it just so happens that they added a new skin that you can use on the new missions, because they added some new missions to the game. But all the old legacy missions, you just so happen to can't use the armor. Almost as if they copy and pasted the old game, put it in Unreal, added a few missions and called it a day, and they don't want to do anything else to have to actually code anything or do anything. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm a dumb redneck guy, so I don't really know for sure. I don't really know for sure. So it's crazy.
Minimal effort, maximum profit.
Jason Z Wax says, when y'all get done with this, watch a video called Bricks and Minifigs Marketing Director Confirms BAM Harmed Itself Before Any Media Post Their Privacy's Complaining People. Well, let's look at it. I'll look at it right now. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Sounds like Game Freak. Yeah, dude, I tell you what. All right, let's check it out. All right, hold on. Bricks and Minifigs. Where'd you go, brother? There you go. Bricks and Minifigs Marketing Director confirms. All right, Bricks and Minifigs Marketing Director. I just read something about that, about the marketing director. It's actually, I think it's from this person right here. I think this is the same person. Let's pull this up anyway. We'll just pull it up. This is the same person. I'm pretty sure that I followed on Twitter. I'm pretty sure. But let me check it out. Okay. All right, Rose. I'll check it out. Thank you, Rose. I'll make sure to check it out after I'm done with this. Thank you, Rose. All right, let's check it out. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same account off of Twitter. All right. And then I'll open me up another high noon.
Do you have to go get it from downstairs?
No, it's right here.
Damn.
In my video, you guys, I think I have another troll. So if you missed it, last night I put out a video called Marketing Director Admits BAM was a disaster before Ben. And then today I get this notice from YouTube saying that there was a privacy complaint filed about the video. For the entire video. My video is only 3 minutes. It says the timestamp is from 0 minutes to 5 minutes. And I'm pretty well versed in the guidelines for YouTube. However, I just looked it up again to confirm. And yes, privacy complaints can only be made by you if the content is about you.
100%. So when I put out the GameStop conference call during COVID, I got 2 privacy complaints, and one was from the president of the company. And they claimed because their voices were used. And I'm like, that's not how that works. Go fuck yourself. And I counter notified it and won immediately.
Isn't it great when something legally more than a corporate company? Because that never happens, right? Usually they know the legal mumbo jumbo.
The issue is corporate companies, including Matt and Bryan Mcneff, they are so used. They grew up wealthy as fuck, by the way. They're so used to just winning and getting everything. And they think, unironically, and I'm going to say this with full confidence, I believe that the BAM CEO, the BAM COO, Matt and Eamon McNeff, I believe wholeheartedly that they think that they are better than other people, and they think that people that talk shit about them in any way, shape, or form deserves to lose their freedom of speech because they're lesser, they're subhuman, right? I guarantee you that Matt and Eamon McNeff think people that are covering this or talking about this on, whether it be YouTube or X, they think they're subhuman, right? That's why they're so confident to just throw lawsuits at everybody. The lawsuit that they levied against Reckless Ben and they levied against Bryan Menzel is to remove their entire freedom of speech from ever talking about this. And they go as far as saying the same thing about everyone else. Any YouTuber in perpetuity that covers this can never talk about it again. As if like we don't have a constitution or a Supreme Court at all. They're above it. Matt and Eamon think they are above the U.S. Constitution and the Supreme Court because they think they are gods. They unironically think they are holier than thou, godlike people that you cannot besmirch or say anything negative about, unironically.
Which, I mean, like, you have to wonder, like, how does someone get to that point? They get to that point by getting their way their entire life, and that can't just have been like growing up, like with money or whatever else. It has to have also come from like their business practices. Like they've gotten away with doing such terrible things. They're like, well, no one's ever going to be able to stop me.
Where'd you go? I got a good one. AZ says that's a stretch. Listen here, Eamon. You in my chat, Eamon McNeff. That's a stretch. They don't think they're better than everyone else. There's no way. Listen here, Eamon. You can't hide behind the AZ KR6FF.
You have to look at people's actions more than you look at their words. Like, I feel like when you hear the Eamon guy talk, you're like, oh, he's kind of reasonable. Like he sounds like he's, not a bad guy. He's just in this weird situation. That's fine until you look at the facts and you look at like the actions that people have taken. And that is where you start to realize things are not kosher.
Yeah, that's my point is it's every time Eamon McNeff is on a channel or doing an interview, he's always like, we want to help people. We just want to make it right. We want to make it cool. But on the front end, he's suing everybody.
Don't let smooth talkers, people that are able to talk well and be convincing, hide who they really are from you. Like that's one of the biggest lessons you have to learn in life is that people are not what they say, they're what they do.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
So from here on out, we are going to assume that the person who reported me was a marketing director, since that was the only person I spoke of during the last video. And however, was it a valid privacy complaint? I do not think so, because matters of public interest don't qualify. Newsworthiness doesn't qualify. Did she give consent? Well, that goes to the next prong. The information was public.
Yep.
Her LinkedIn is public.
Yep.
All of her posts are public that I shared. And also, she said that she is the incident commander during a national crisis for this brand. So she knows that she is at the epicenter of this controversy, being part of BAM.
Yeah, but see, the law has never mattered to these people. They unironically think if you call them assholes, that they can just like copyright strike and privacy strike you every day because they're not allowed to call me an asshole. That's mean. They can't do that. They have no idea.
Well, I think it's also them just using whatever tools are at their disposal. Like whether or not it was like correct to strike that video or not, they're going to do it anyway because they're going to see what they can get away with. They're going to see if they can have it taken down and no one fight against it and it just be gone. Right.
Yeah.
They might actually know that their strike was incorrect, but.
Yeah, well, 100%. Yeah, exactly, Lex. Exactly. Quartering did the same thing. That's a great point because BAM, Eamon, Matt, this is just the news hitting the cycle. They've been doing this for years. They regularly threaten people with lawsuits because they understand that normal people won't fight back. And this is the most frustrating thing to me because I see this shit all the time. I'll see somebody will do something fucked up to somebody, right? And somebody will comment and be like, easiest lawsuit ever. And it gets 100,000 likes. And I'm like, you do realize that you can't just yell out the window and declare sue and you win. That's not how lawsuits work. They take hundreds of thousands of dollars and they take years. And the vast majority of people
Can't afford it.
They're living paycheck to paycheck and taking care of their kids. They have a job. They can't just enter into something like that willy-nilly and risk losing everything to try to take down a corporation. 99.8% of people are gonna be like, fuck this, I'll just dip out. Gabe did the same thing. Gabe was like, I'm free, I'll take it. That's what because he's like, I'm done and I'm happy now. And a lot of people go that direction when a corporation is coming down and trying to slam their face into the ground. And a lot of people are under this weird delusion that you yell out your window and say, I declare sue against Bricks and Minifigs, and you just get money. And I'm like, that's not how that works, unfortunately.
It's really weird because you think that the law is there to create a fair circumstance,
Yeah.
but in this reality, when you're like in a lawsuit situation, it's like playing the card game War, except the corporation has all the aces. Like you're never gonna win. It doesn't matter because they can outpace you monetarily.
Right. And the only reason people are saying this now is because BAM is such a villain right now in the news cycle. A year ago, if BAM did this to you and you're filing a lawsuit, no one knows, no one's talking about it, who's on your side?
Right.
Your wife? You have no support, right? It's terrifying shit.
Well,
So I
and
don't think
you're
it was a valid privacy complaint. However, I did entertain her and I blurred out almost the entire video. So now the video pretty much looks like this. You can't see anything. You just hear me talking. And actually some people can't even hear me talking because they said the music was too loud. So, but because of this woman for making that complaint, this is someone who considers themselves a professional in marketing. Has she never heard of the Streisand effect, where the attempt to hide, remove, or censor information has the completely opposite effect? Because pretty much no one saw my video. I mean, it was not getting a lot of views. She probably should have just walked away because honestly, I was busy. Did she think she's the only thing happening in this case? Women, I am so busy. I am still covering stuff that's coming in about Tattle, the bird. If you haven't caught that video,
The burb. There's a burb.
I like those burbs.
BAM get rid of the bird? Did Ammon lie about taking it to a quote no-kill shelter? That's a whole nother controversy part of this. I'm still covering stuff about the Hollerback girls or Hollerback girls, Brandon and Josh Johnson. Not to mention looking into the David Hamlin case, which was thrown out by the same judge that's overseeing the claims against Reckless Ben from the American Fork. That judge is a problem. This case could take months to actually dig into. It is so disturbing. It's more disturbing than anything I've ever read in the Epstein files. Plus, this Blake Lively woman will not go away. I started my channel with her, so I can't just abandon it. And even though the case is over, it's going to go on and on and on and on. So not to mention, I also am still really busy trying to fulfill my grandfather's last wish to save endangered species from being displaced from development. So this was not all about you. I was about to move on, but you made it all about you. And by reporting this now, it's only getting bigger. Now it's only...
People don't realize this too. And Eamon and Matt both suffered from the exact same thing. They thought they could get people to shut their mouth and it would go away. And I'm like, bro, have you learned nothing? And this goes back to the very first day I ever talked about the Bricks and Minifigs situation. Is you do not understand the nature and the ecosystem of the internet if you think you can just strike somebody down and it won't create 1,000 Hydra to take you down. I mean, there's even a guy named Hydra, Kino Hydra Head. It's always in my chat. And he was like one of those ones that started a channel just because, Jeremy Hambley struck Kino Casino. He started a channel putting up their clips because it was encouraged by the Andy. And you know what I'm saying? It just made it worse for everybody involved. Well, not just Hambley, but it makes it worse, and people don't understand that. They're just like, oh, I can just strike this and it goes away, right? And then no one can talk about it anymore. Nah, brother, it's not how it works. When they privacy struck my conference call that had 250,000 views in like a day, the GameStop privacy struck that. And that shit blew up way bigger the next day because I talked about it. I'm like, oh, the privacy struck it. And then suddenly there was huge creators. Scarce talked about it. Asmongold talked about it. Everybody was talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, hey. And then I got like another 37,000 subs in like a week. I was like, it was crazy. It's crazy shit, man.
It's almost like winning the lottery when someone strikes your channel.
It kind of, but it depends on who you are. If you're too small, that's the issue, man. Is if, for example, if my buddy Sad Lad Chad was struck, if his channel was struck, he would have no recourse because he's got 150 subs, right?
Right.
But when you strike a big channel, that's where you fucked up because now everyone knows. And that would happen to me. If somebody struck Xia's channel, that would happen. right? I mean, Cecil, when Cecil had 19,000 subs, and when they deleted his channel, shit, he probably made $10,000 his first week on Rumble.
Wow.
I'm just guessing, but he was fucking going ham, right? So it just makes things crazier, because people don't take too kindly to unjust treatment like that, especially when it comes when it's just free speech. You know, obviously we're not in the UK, okay, we're not in Canada, we're in America, and we actually have free speech baked into our constitution. You know what I'm saying? So, which is I always think it's very weird when I see somebody that's English.
How does this work then? Sorry, this is like a little bit off topic because I'm so confused by I forget what state voted to basically keep Nick Shirley from doing his fraud, like investigative journalism, which was it California? Isn't that completely against the free speech amendment? Like, I don't understand how that's legal in any way.
Well, sure, but California can do that and then wait for the Supreme Court, right?
Oh, what pieces of shit.
So, but that's just California, though. Fucking California. Yeah.
Wow.
Just California, man. California
So
might as well be a
crazy.
different country at this point. But
Yeah.
at any rate, yeah. And that's the issue is, you know, UK banned us on. That's the weird thing about the UK, though. I'll see English people getting like in trouble for speech, and they'll be like, well, what about my free speech? And I'm like, you don't have you're in fucking
yeah, you don't have that.
stop using American values to claim that people. It's so weird. People use like American stuff like free speech, and they utilize it in their countries like Canada. But what about my free speech? You don't have that.
You know what's really ironic about this? It used to be kind of a joke.
I
like
curse
back
you.
in the day.
I curse you, Stan.
When people would say something like, you know, I'm so glad to live in America, the land of the free. And people would joke, they'd be like, you think the rest of the world isn't free? Because it used to be that like most other countries had this same level of freedom that we did, right? Relatively. It's not like other places weren't the land of the free too, right? But the irony is that now you could probably say that without anybody ragging on you because it is more true now than it used to be.
Well, here's the issue, and I'll explain this. The issue is yes, these other countries had similar levels of freedom than we did. Sure. They just didn't have it baked into their constitution.
Right, yeah.
So when things went south in like the UK, where people started getting arrested for speech every 2 seconds, there's no recourse.
There's no recheck of recourse. Well, is this constitutional? Right.
There's no recourse. Like in America, like sometimes people's freedom of speech is encroached on, but they can take that shit to the Supreme Court.
I mean, other countries do have constitutions that are like akin in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Just not written the same way.
Yeah. Hey, Makuta, how you doing? All right, here we go.
Can't honestly
He has
say
more
I know-
views.
What'd you say?
I just can't honestly say I know anything about any other country's constitutions. I've never even thought about it. Who fucking cares? We're in America.
Nerdy Geezer says we have Keir Starmer, who's a traitor. Well, apparently he's resigning Monday. In shame.
Really? Holy shit.
Apparently,
Seems like everyone hates that guy.
It's not going to change anything. The only way the UK could be saved is if they do what El Salvador did.
And put everyone in giant prisons? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Well, enact it and do it.
Yeah.
Like the only way out is to do it. And that's one of the unfortunate things about America is a politician will say all these good ideas, right? And then it technically none of these things can be enacted, and it would take like 16 years for it to get through law and get supported, and they'll get voted down 18 times, and it'll just never happen. Like abolishing the IRS will never happen. It doesn't matter how many politicians support it or say they do. It'll never happen because it would take way too long, and other politicians would come in power, strike it down, would never matter. So that's one, and that was apparently by design, unfortunately. But yeah, it would take something like that in the UK where somebody really, really mustachy came in and said everybody has to leave. That's not English right now, and then they fucking make them leave, and then the UK might be all right. London, places like that might be.
And then
right.
people would claim that they're like performing genocide, and you know what I mean. Like there would be people that it's funny because it would almost create a rubber band effect.
Yeah.
In a disguise said UK now can legally monitor your online activities, which means a social credit score is coming to rise. Who breaks the rule? Who breaks the rules? That just makes me think of that Black Mirror episode, which is fantastic.
Well, I mean, to be fair, to be fair, all of our internet activity is totally monitored.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Hey, MA, how you doing? So thank you. We are 450 from the double bikini night, boys. 450. Shout out to Blood of Heroes for being an absolute maniac. I appreciate you, brother, for all your love tonight. You've been crazy as hell. Thank you for all your super chats, buddy. Thank you.
And more comments. So I would say this backfired. And now you're making me waste time coming back to you. I was done with you, woman. I was done. And I hope to still be done, but I can keep going. And just a reminder why I made the video. Because 8 months ago, this marketing director said that she joined Bricks and Minifigs fully aware that she was walking into a bit of a mess. Okay? That team morale was low, roles were muddy, trust internally and externally needed to be rebuilt. So instead of rushing into flashy marketing campaigns, I focused my first 2 weeks on fundamentals. This is what she says. And the reason that's important is because the company she works for, Bricks and Minifigs, BAM, they are suing. They are suing innocent people who were doing nothing except for practicing the First Amendment rights of free speech and trying to make things right for a victim that was stiffed by 2 of their employees who they now distance themselves from. And they're trying to blame Reckless Ben and his co-defendants that they've been severely damaged by them and their reputations, business operations, goodwill, and that they are entitled to an award of actual general, consequential, incidental, and punitive damages.
By the way, just want to put this out there. Bricks and Minifigs has made the statement that they in no way, shape, or form legally have tried to get Reckless Ben or Bryan Menzel's GoFundMes or revenues taken away from them. But it says in their actual lawsuit, specifically crowdfunding and GoFundMe. Like, I don't know why they just openly lie about that. It's the weirdest thing ever. We could just read it. It's in section 9, order 4 of the lawsuit against Reckless Ben and Bryan Menzel, where they're entitled to their GoFundMes and their crowdfunding, right? And it's funny because they're like loss of reputation, consequential, incidental, and punitive damages, business operations, goodwill. They did that all to themselves. Bricks and Minifigs has everything they did was completely self-inflicted. It's just like Jeremy Hamley. It's the exact same. Everything was self-inflicted across the board. And it's crazy to me that they're trying to do this. And it's crazy to me that they haven't come out. Bro, now, to be fair, I would have never engaged in or introduced a lawsuit like this. But if it was me, the second that this shit started going south, I would have dropped the lawsuit. I would have gotten in touch with Bryan Menzel and been like, $200,000 check, here you go. Let's shake hands, kiss babies. We fucked up. We're going to make a video statement. I want to take a picture shaking your hand. We fucked up. Let's fix this shit, because I'm going to be transparent with you. It's destroying my company. And to be fair, that's probably my fault. And just say that. But they're like, no, we're too proud. Because again, we're dealing with 2 guys, specifically Matt and Amy McNeff, who grew up extremely wealthy. They don't have the perspective. They don't have that humble perspective. All they know is destroy, sue, and rob and steal. But they probably, I guarantee you, from their perspective, they think they're the good guys. They probably unironically are like, why are people mean to us? We didn't do anything wrong. We didn't know about all these things. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you they think they're the good guys, but they just can't reflect. They can't look in the mirror and be like, oh, wait, we're fucking up, because they just don't care. And it's because they had a different upbringing. It's like people like Hassan Piker grew up extremely wealthy, so he has basically a warped mind. And he can never come to terms with anything because he grew up so wealthy that he's just a completely different perspective. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about people that grew up wealthy, but every time I've noticed that somebody that grew up really wealthy as a kid, generally speaking, obviously not everybody, but people that grew up generally wealthy can never admit when they're wrong, and they think they're right about everything all the time, no matter what it is. And it's like they somehow, through growing up without strife financially, they lost their ability to to self-reflect. It's like that was never cold. It was never taught to them. It's the weirdest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't met a lot of rich people. And you're right. Most of the time, not always, obviously, not always. Sometimes they are nice people, but more often than not, they tend to be very, very selfish and very unaware. And that's why it's hard to take it seriously when these people that are so out of touch with reality, who have been rich for so long or who are born into money, start telling everybody else how they should be living and what they should feel bad about. And it just sounds so ridiculous coming from someone who has, millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's like it's like the weird current rhetoric with Elon Musk.
Yeah,
you have millionaires worth $280 million complaining that Elon Musk is a trillionaire, and I'm like, bro, fuck off. If he's like, he should give his money. I'm like, are you giving your money? Oh, you're not? Okay, fuck off.
Didn't he pay like $6 billion in taxes or something like
way
that?
more than that. Yeah.
Like it was an insane number.
I'm pretty sure actually, like it was either 2024. I think it was 2024. Elon Musk was the single largest taxpayer in America.
Yeah, this idea of like taxing the rich, it's like, yeah, they do tax the rich. They pay such an insane, and I'm not trying to like kiss ass to these rich people because I'm sure a lot of them are giant dick bags too, and fuck people over and don't pay fair wages. And I'm not, I'm sure that's a whole other conversation to have, but just the idea that they don't pay enough in taxes when I think they pay over. I don't remember what the fuck the percentage was, but a very large percentage of the taxes are
everybody that makes over $750K a year all the way up pay 97% of all income tax.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Here's my thing too. When it comes to that is it's obviously based in sheer envy, but encouraging other people to spend their money and give their money to the government so it can go to fraud is insane because the government will always take more. And when you ask how much is enough, the government will always respond just a little bit more.
Yeah.
So it's all very dumb. I don't understand this encouraging everybody to pay more. I'm like, how about you fuck off?
Right. And it's also when you consider the people who typically engage in arguments like that, they like to do it from the perspective of like, well, I'm a good person and I want people to be taken care of. And it's like, you do know you can do that yourself, right? Like you do know that you can go volunteer, you can donate locally, you can give money to somebody on the side of the street. You can do things yourself too. Like it's very weird to me because most of the people who are making those arguments and are like online chronically arguing about how billionaires should solve everyone's problems don't do any of that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the issue is I will never understand, regardless of what is the reasoning behind encouraging it, I'll never understand people desperately angry and wanting other people to give their money. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I'll never understand that as long as I live. People encouraging other people to spend their money but not theirs. It's like, how about you fuck off? And how about no one do this? How about no one do this? That's what I'm for.
And it's also really funny to blame the people like Elon Musk when they're bringing so much to the table.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's billionaires out there that suck ass and should
Fair
maybe.
play.
But my idea is like
the slumlord equivalent where, they paid nobody a living wage. And whatever.
What's up, Chet Glass? Here's my options. It's like, do you want billionaires to pay more in taxes or do you want everyone to pay zero? And I said, and I'll always vote everyone.
Everyone. Yeah. And I think that if you want to have a different conversation, I agree with PDH. Like if you want to focus on maybe having companies pay fair wages and not paying their CEOs ridiculous amounts or focusing less on profits and more on like there's something to be said for that. Like if that's something that you want to focus on, I would support that over just giving the government more money that they're just fucking wasting or is going to fraud.
Well, that's exactly how I see it. Yeah. Like I think there should be some personal changes. Like no CEO should be making $400 million in bonuses when he's giving a pay cut to his entire frontline staff, like at Lowe's or something. I totally agree with that. But when it comes to taxes, I don't understand encouraging people to pay more in taxes when everyone knows 95% of it goes to either the military or complete fraud. And that's just asinine to me. But at any rate, let's continue the video because if we start talking about taxes, I'll fucking go for like 2 hours.
Same.
I get so angry. I get so angry. When I was younger, I was like, yeah, these people should pay more. And then when I started making more money in life and I started seeing like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 go to the government every year, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. This is stupid. I don't like it.
Yep.
For loss of profits and revenue, loss of customer relationships when, honey, you just admitted they were already having problems when you got there, well before Reckless Ben's videos went viral a few weeks ago. And what about this part where you said you had cleaned up loose ends from unfulfilled giveaways? What? You think
What?
that wouldn't damage the brand, but the people that you are working for, ma'am, Bricks and Minifigs, is now trying to pin all of these things onto Ben when this was happening well before his videos even went viral.
Yep.
So I just have to say also, I didn't even put this in my video, but now because you tried to silence me, I'll bring it back. And now since we're not going to show your face, I'm going to show a clown because that's what you're acting like. But it wasn't just that you had already had the receipts that the company you were working for already had problems well before Ben, and now they're trying to get damages from Ben for those problems. However, you also went out of your way to defend them, saying that BAM didn't take down the GoFundMe. And however, yes, they did. It was their TRO that signed.
And the funniest thing about this is I don't even know why there's a conversation around the GoFundMe or any crowdfunding. And I don't know why that Bricks and Minifigs or anybody related to Bricks and Minifigs are coming out and making the claim that they had nothing to do with it when it's literally right there in the lawsuit. It's literally right there in the lawsuit. I can bring it up right now. I can bring it up in 30 seconds and show you this lawsuit. You ready? I'm going to bring up this lawsuit and read it to you in 30 seconds. Maybe actually shorter. Yeah, there it is. Shorter. Much shorter. Here you go. This right here is the lawsuit right here. And it says, Section 209. Plaintiffs are entitled to reimbursement of amounts by which co-defendants were unjustly enriched based on requests, complete accounting from co-defendants of all profits, revenues, income, and other benefits derived from the defamatory campaign during the time frame of 11/24 to date, including YouTube and other video platform advertising revenue. So that's all Reckless Ben's ad revenue from any of his videos. Patreon as well. Other subscription platforms, if he say had a locals or something like that, merchandising sales, so every t-shirt he said, and Section 4, his GoFundMe and other crowdfunding proceeds. These motherfuckers lie so often and so fast and so hard, and they don't think that a dumbass Alabama YouTuber that can barely read, my dumbass, can't pull this up in 30 seconds and prove them wrong. And I don't know why they keep repeating this. We never tried to take it down. It's fucking in here, you motherfucker. I'm reading it. I circled it with a red little mark on freaking paint right there for you, just to make it a little bit easier. So just in case your mustache is in the way, you can't read it. So it's just the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. And they keep defending that point, as you can see right here in this video.
Silence Ben, and he had to take it down. Well, now it's back up because he changed the wording. But the fact that you were doing this is where you were even not only just trying to silence him, but then also trying to gaslight the public. That is what brought me to do a video about you. And I made it as tame as possible. There was a lot more I could have included, and I did not. And I just want to say, like, after Ben was silenced via that TRO, the movement only grew bigger. And to be perfectly honest, and I said this in my last stream,
are you gonna sue? Are you gonna sue all of us? Are you gonna put a restraining order on every single one of us? I doubt it. Good luck. Bricks and Minifigs might have some money for lawsuits, but they ain't got the money to get a restraining order from 5,000 different YouTubers. Good luck, sir. Ain't gonna happen.
I almost was going to have to step away from this case because it was taking up a lot more attention, and my videos, some of them are monetized, but they're not really getting the revenue necessary to keep pushing forward with this case. I'm really not seeing the financial benefits of covering this case, even though I'm super interested in it, but I might have to tone it back a bit to focus on my actual work and income. So you silencing me now and forcing me to put out more content, I only hope that this backfires. And maybe I will be able to keep reporting on this case because you tried to silence me from reporting on this case.
Yeah, something people don't realize, and this is, of course, we're drawing parallels to Jeremy Hambley. When somebody that's kind of pissed at you for a second and just talking about shit, they're just kind of talking about whatever drama may be happening at the time. As soon as you strike them down, it's like Obi-Wan, right? They become more powerful than you can ever imagine. So when, for example, Jeremy Hambley struck the Kino Casino, 50 other channels popped up. The Kino Casino on Kick went to like 17, 20,000 concurrent views. Everything got way worse for him immediately. You know what I'm saying? Well, it was obviously, she talked about the Streisand effect, right? It's a Streisand effect. That's all it was. It just makes people more passionate, right? So what's up, Kanye Ecuador? How you doing, buddy?
Keep at it. Keep at it, ma'am. I love a good troll. And if you want me to keep reporting on this case, make sure to like or hype or whatever the hell it is to make sure that BAM doesn't win this time. Stop trying to silence people. Hashtag BAM sucks. Hashtag don't steal from old people. Hashtag justice for title. Hashtag don't steal people's pets. Hashtag don't silence people. Hashtag First Amendment. Hashtag BAM sucks again.
Yeah.
Thank God for our First Amendment, right? Thank God for that. It all worked out. Thank God. Gosh, man. Yeah, they're asinine. They're completely asinine. And it sucks. The one thing that sucks ass about the weekend is you kind of have to wait for BAM to make more dumbass decisions so you can talk about it more. You know what I'm saying? Because it for some odd reason, I'll never in my wildest dreams understand why the BAM CEO, Amy McNeff, went on CoffeeZilla's channel. I'll never understand why you went on CoffeeZilla's channel to defend yourself, because he has nothing to say. There is the only thing he has to say when anything is levied at him, as far as accusations, the only thing he can possibly say is, I didn't know. And that doesn't absolve yourself, and no one cares. They just get more angry. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't know. Well, good luck. Now everybody's pissed again. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I agree. If you really wanted to fight this, the CEO should have just not said anything and had the lawyers ready. And even then you would have been fucked. But at least they wouldn't be able to pull your own words up in discovery and be like, look what you said here, you dumbass. Miss Red L said, according to BAM's financials, they actually have negative money. They're spending more than they're making the last 5 years. Yeah, so they posted a negative profit of $247,000 last year and $53,000 the year before. So yeah, they don't have any money. But my theory on the whole situation is they send Brandon Best and Josh Johnson with a U-Haul to go grab some shit. They go grab some shit from the stores. They skim a little bit off the top. They pocket that freaking money, and then they have that money to kind of bolster themselves. Why on the other end, while when they're posting actual operating losses, they can use that as a tax write-off, right? So behind the scenes, they're making money, but on paper, they're losing money, therefore making them have a better tax break. That's my opinion on it. So that's what I do. Shit. All right. Renee Galarza with 1,000 kicks says, I remember the rich leaving New York to Florida due to high taxes. The governor didn't want them to leave, but don't understand why the rich was moving. Well, people have to ask themselves that, and I'll never understand that, by the way. So I'll never understand why people will be like, well, just tax the rich in this city or this city. And then when you ask them, well, why wouldn't they just leave? They can't really fathom that response. And you would like them to put the hypothetical in their own head. Okay, what if it was you, Xia? If you were worth $100 million and you saw a law come on the books where you're going to have to pay a 90% tax rate every dollar after 1 million, but you have the opportunity to just move to Florida, what would you do?
Yeah, I'd move to Florida.
Exactly.
Of course.
No one ever asks themselves that. They just get angry and scream more and demand more money from people. And I'm like, are you fucking retarded? I would just leave. And I don't even like moving.
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction when it comes to laws. You can't just go in with a good idea, fairy idea about how you're going to fix everything and then expect that, first of all, that hasn't already been thought about before and determined to not be a good idea, but that there isn't going to be some sort of ramifications. That's one of the most annoying things.
Stan Lexi says, SMS from Josh to CoffeeZilla says he accepted he lied. Yeah, so we talked about that, I think Thursday on stream. So basically, for people that don't know, I made a video about it. Josh Johnson had texted CoffeeZilla about the layaway structure and the police report. So the police report came up, and the police report has it listed that Josh Johnson said that the majority of things in the store were on layaway, when initially he said it was 2 to 3 things. So he was confronted with this. So Josh Johnson just claimed the police lied. And then CoffeeZilla actually showed him the police report, and Josh Johnson was like, well, I was pissed off. So yeah, I was angry. And I'm like, well, that doesn't mean you could just lie and no one will care because you're angry. Well, I was angry, therefore I'm not guilty of stepping on that baby. No, you stepped on the baby, bro. You are guilty of baby stepping. We've seen it. You know what I'm saying? You're not just exonerated because you were angry. Blood of Hero says, hey, Cody, you seem happy. Is it because you got a good woman in your corner? I know that's why I'm happy. Good women make good men. Hell yeah, brother.
Who said I was good?
She's terrible. Thank you, brother. $450 from that illustrious bikini off.
I did make some banging
Baby.
breakfast burritos
You
this
did.
morning,
They were
though.
great.
They were
That
great.
They
sounds
were
delightful.
I did the thing where you melt the cheese in the pan and then you roll the burrito in it, so it's crispy cheese on the outside.
Oh, I can't wait to eat like a normal human again. I'm gonna do that. That sounds delightful.
Baby stepping. Baby stepping.
Baby stepping.
Oh, baby stepping. You don't want to baby step. You know what I'm saying? It's only news now if you catch Bam telling the truth. Yeah, that would actually be something unexpected, right? If Bam actually told the truth. Oh, I sneezed and it fucked me up, boys.
Bless
You
you.
guys
I don't
had
realize
some
that was
sushi?
a sneeze.
I don't know, man. Something got me today. I don't know what it is, but it's got my nose hairs just going wild. I'm going wild, boys, and it's getting me. It's getting me hard, man. What do you have planned for the future, Xia? I haven't asked you.
Honestly, right now, nothing. I'm just trying to like get back to normal life where I can like exist in the world again without freaking out constantly. So that's kind of all I'm focusing on. I guess my big thing is just trying to get my sister here. So we're trying to find a place that will accept her. First of all, will accept her, and second of all, will a 3-bedroom, because she would be sleeping on like an air mattress behind the couch here, which would suck. So we're working on that. That's kind of the big thing. I did hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Base.
Big
Awesome.
news.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank you. It feels like it took a really long time. It took like 3 years, which I guess is not terrible when you think about like how long it takes to build up a YouTube of like consistently streaming on YouTube. But yeah, so that was cool. But that's pretty much it. I just want to like be able to go places and not be really anxious. That's all. And eat regular food without also being anxious.
When you get there, you can come visit us, and we have a lot of really cool food places and
I would
fun
love
things
that.
to do.
You know what's so funny? We were actually looking at, because I was talking to my sister. She called me and she was she was like, if we can get a place and then we can start saving some money, maybe we could put our money together and buy a place together, like for a down payment, like if we can save up enough money, because I don't think there's any chance of us buying a house on our own, either of us. So we were talking about that, and she was like, and then we kind of got into talking about it. It's like, well, we also don't have to stay where we're at. Like, we don't have to stay in New York, as much as I love it. And as much as I did so much work in the city before, all of this happened, down the road, eventually we could move. And for some reason, Facebook kept showing me apartments in Alabama, and I forget exactly where it was in Alabama, but we were like looking at the area and we were looking at apartments, and it was like very reasonably priced. But we started looking at like the area, and we started looking at all the restaurants and stuff. And we were kind of like, oh, maybe we just drive down and check it out one of these days.
Yeah.
Huntsville is oversaturated with apartments because they were building. And it was like a race to the finish for all these different people. And now there's way too many. And like, there's tons of empty units. You can get like a $1,200, like 3-bedroom apartment in a very decent place.
Oh my God. That's so cheap. Holy shit. That's insane.
That is interesting. All right.
All right, we're gonna have to come down and visit. You guys can meet my sister. Sorry, go ahead, Cody.
So apparently Reckless Ben went on Chris Cuomo to talk about his lawsuits. So that's going to be very, very interesting. So we're going to bring that up. We're going to speed it up. We'll watch as much as we can of it before we freaking pass the hell out. So here we go. It's about 30 minutes, so we'll speed her up real good. Thank you, Lily Petal. I appreciate you. I'll pull that up here in a second. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Welcome to Cuomo Crime Time. We got another person at the center of a major viral controversy. Reckless Ben Schneider, 30 years old, but he is absolutely in the spotlight. And there's been a very dramatic turn in what's become known as the Lego case. This has been really fascinating for me. Why? Well, the destiny of a creator and what their reach can be. This is a guy who was doing slacklining, and now he's taking on like corporate power structures and contracts and, equity and like really big ideas. And now it's involving the police, it's involving litigation. And he just was given a TRO against him, meaning that whoever he's in litigation with, and now he's afraid to talk about it because under advice of counsel, he's got problems, as you're about to hear in a second. But they're saying you can't say the things that you want to say anymore. And it's a really interesting test of the power of the internet, the power of the law, and how those two go together. And what is justice in this situation? Just because a company doesn't like what he's saying and what he's doing doesn't mean that he should be silenced.
I will say, though, before we kind of dive into this, I'm pretty sure Chris Cuomo has totally supported the silence of several people, especially during COVID.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't there some controversy with Chris Cuomo? Like, wasn't he, quote unquote, canceled for a little while? What did he do again?
Bro, he's done like 100 things, but I mean, Chris Cuomo was completely supportive of all the restrictions on COVID, all the bannings of doctors or channels or anybody talking online about ivermectin, all that shit. So, I mean, for hearing him say stuff about freedom of speech is a little over the top, but still, let's let it play.
And for how long? And there's a deadline coming. And even though he is exposed to risk, I guess living up to his name as Reckless Ben, he decided to talk to me anyway and to tell me what just happened and what may happen next and why he's doing all this in the first place. He had a nice little business going for himself. Now he's getting more clicks, but there's a lot more controversy. There's a lot more risk for Reckless Ben. So here's the latest right from him. Ben, thank you for taking the opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me on.
All right. So Reckless Ben Schneider. First, before you give me the latest on the Lego situation, what do you make of what's going on with the drama surrounding this in general? How do you process what's going on here?
Dude, it's insane. Basically, I've been making videos for 6 years, and every time I put something out, it gets like age restricted or shadow banned and taken down. And I've never really gotten the chance to go viral, so I kind of just thought I was just gonna post this and then just move on to the next video. But yeah, it's kind of like broken the internet almost. It's kind of crazy how big this whole thing's gotten.
How did you come upon this situation, which is pretty discreet situation, right? I mean, one family, a private family, bricks and minifigs, just a contract dispute. How did you learn about this and why'd you decide to get involved?
So basically, I put at the end of my last video, I found this guy who basically was like super anonymous. I went on this huge journey to find him and the cops couldn't find him or anything. So in my last video, I kind of just put out a little call to action. I just said, hey, if anyone has a problem out there and the police can't solve it, send me this email. And so I created an email just for that. I posted that when I was on my way to Burning Man. And then waiting at Burning Man, so the line was like 26 hours of a line. So me and my like 3 friends were just all going through my email, just all reading through like the thousands of emails we got. And then we saw a video about Legos and we're like, that's like kind of family friendly. Maybe if we do a video on this, that could be cool. And
what's funny is like if he would have missed that email, none of this would have happened.
Yeah.
If he just didn't be like, oh, this is cool, Lego, let's go.
Yeah.
So, but he totally didn't.
And because I was just so tired of getting like shadow banned and stuff and from doing like kind of gnarly stuff. So I was like, maybe I can take my antics and do it on a thing that's about something family friendly like Legos, and so it's kind of what caught my eye.
I don't know what it is about this transition of just Cuomo like with his arms crossed. Yeah, Cuomo live. Look at me.
He's a cool guy. Tell his history.
Yeah, look at me, sexy Cuomo live. Yeah, just be beautiful.
Guys, let me talk to you about value. All right.
Is that Jadine in the chat? Hey, Jadine.
Uncertainty is the way of life these days. Certainly politically, we all see enough of that.
Is this an ad? How dare you?
Interesting departure from what you used to do, what you see as the brand of Reckless Ben. What do you make of the pivot towards crime investigating, citizen journalism, and whether or not this is the space for you? How do you feel about it now with all that's going down with this case?
So the first thing is I'm kind of not really allowed to talk about the case right now, which sucks. I just want to be an open book and talk as much as I can because like, my whole thing is I just want to be transparent. I hate it when people are like, oh, my lawyer said I shouldn't talk about this, so I'm not going to do it. I think that's so annoying. But in this case, it's not my lawyer saying that. It's literally the court saying that. So if I talk about it, they will literally just send me to jail. It makes me so mad when people are like, oh, I can't talk about it, so my lawyer said it's a bad idea. It could be getting me in trouble. And I always hate that. I'm like,
bless you.
I didn't mean to pause that when I sneezed. That was stupid. I was like trying to press one thing and I pressed both. I was like, they won't notice.
Bless
you. Gosh, I'm dying. Jeff on the road. Dude, yeah, what was that race 6 hours long? Jesus Christ. I'm dying now. I do have to say this. A TRO is so insane on somebody that is literally exposing the truth for something, right? Then
bless you.
This is the end. Yep. This is the end. This is it's so insane for somebody just telling the truth. I can understand if somebody like attempted murdered you and like kept showing up at your house and like stole your phone and was trying to leak nude photos of you. You know, I could understand like a restraining order, you know.
I didn't even know you could give a restraining order for this. Like,
Apparently-
because they made a video about it. Like, that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, it's insane. All right, let me play
It
this.
is crazy. Well, and did he? So apparently, you know, if you use the word allegedly, you know, when you're talking about things and you don't have the facts, you have, you know, what you've investigated and you don't know what's fact or fiction. Like, how do you even get in this position though?
Yeah.
Can't you just literally be like, well, allegedly I talked to this guy and this is what he said happened, right?
Well, I think that's where all the allegations of corruptions around this certain judge, the courts, and the police department comes from, right? Because they're like, how is this possible, right? I think that's the whole issue.
I'll talk about it. I'm an open book. I have nothing to hide, you know, like I can just talk about anything. But in this rare situation, there's actually a court order that I'm not allowed to talk about it. And if I talk about it, not only do I go to jail, but the entire GoFundMe that's made for Bryan when I go to this mystery company I'm not allowed to talk about. And they're doing that because they said I made bomb threats on them. They said I threatened to murder everyone in this mystery company store. I was gonna like murder them. I'm gonna burn the whole place down is what they said. And this is a factual statement. I never said those things. But they are saying I did say those things. That's not disparaging them to say that, but that's just a truthful statement. And that's pretty much all I can say about like the case, I guess, right now, which sucks. I want to talk about it so bad. Like I want to just be an open book and say.
Well, first of all, you have the opportunity going forward. You have your own platform. You're always welcome on mine as well. But just so you understand, like, how do you feel about a court silencing you? Because a TRO and telling people what they can and can't say, especially when it's not part of a specific litigation, is very rare. So why do you think this is happening?
If I said why I think it's happening, it might make the judge upset, and then he might change it from a temporary restraining order to a permanent restraining order. So I'm going to keep my personal opinions on the down low until after the case.
Well, what he was going to say is he thinks the judge is corrupt.
Right.
That's what he's what he's trying or wanting to say
100%. Because right now, basically what my lawyer says, just basically suck up to this judge, basically just do whatever it takes to get this restraining order taken off and don't jeopardize it. So on June 30th, I should be able to answer that question.
So do you think that this is the company using
it's only in 10 days, by the way,
the system against you?
Holy shit.
I don't think that. A lot of the internet thinks that, I think, but I don't think this mystery company would ever do that. No.
But it's such a weird situation for this to be happening. And just to be clear, you say that any suggestion that you made threats is not true. And as far as you know, nobody connected to your team made any threats?
And here's the thing. We film every single thing we do. And I've submitted the footage to the police already. And the police have seen that not only am I claiming I did not make the threats, I've sent the footage to the police, and the police have seen that I did not make these threats. And yet I'm still being charged for them. So.
Well, you're not being charged. It's a civil suit, right? It's not a criminal situation. It's a civil situation, right?
I'm in like 6 lawsuits right now. They're trying to get me for, I think, extortion for making these threats. And I am in a criminal case because of that also. So it's
Stan says Stan Lexi says Cuomo did pick the worst segment to make him look being weak. Yeah, he had like goofy goofy like party glasses on and a like yellow blazer or some shit.
It's insane what's happening, but yeah.
And is this what you anticipated happening? Is this part of your reckless style of knowing that there was a risk of this and going forward anyway, or is this a surprise to you?
Yeah,
I gotta say, Chris Cuomo with the 2002 or 1991 anchor style questions is not really serving a purpose. Did you think this would happen? What? Who? What? What does that have to do with anything?
He's a relic of his time.
He is a relic of his time.
Yeah.
And that's why people like Chris Cuomo and what's that other dude?
Don Lemon.
Don Lemon's the same way. Don Lemon launches a YouTube and no one watches because these people, they were forced on you on like CNN or Fox or whatever, and people watched them because they had to, because that was what they were given. And now we're in an age where there's so many people out there with personality that can just start a YouTube video or a stream and people will watch. And all these people that were forced on you now have no place in the world, and they start their own YouTube channels and no one gives two flying fucks because they were never entertaining or useful to begin with. They just knew somebody that was able to get them a job. Chris Cuomo's brother was like the governor of New York or the mayor of New York or something for like governor, right?
Governor, I think. Andrew Cuomo.
Yeah, he was the governor of New York. So he was connected. That's why he had a job like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, otherwise he would have been fucking probably a shift manager at like an Applebee's or something in another life. You know what I'm saying? He was never entertaining as this kind of guy, but they had to all go to YouTube because they all lost their jobs and no one watches them.
I was just gonna do a video and then move on to the next video, you know. But I mean, it's good. I like it. It's like I like the extra stuff that's happening. It's more stuff I can document on now once I'm allowed to. But as of now, this kind of sucks. I just can't talk right now. It's really sad.
Well, let me see if I can keep you clear of it and just make people understand what you've been doing.
He should have done this interview in 10 days from now, not right now.
Yeah.
So they came after you and said, hey, he's not protesting. He's not trying to get information. He's not serving us with litigation papers. He's just taunting us. He's stalking us. Or what do you want people to know about whether or not that's true?
So that's up for the court to decide whether I was stalking and taunting them. My opinion, I was trying not to. I was trying not to do that, but that's not the narrative that's being spun right now. So I guess we'll see what a court decides on the 30th.
Are you worried?
No, I'm excited actually. I'm just that date's gonna be like Christmas to me. You know, it's gonna be like, oh, I'm just waiting for that day to come because right now all I can do is just wait. And I'm making a lot of videos, so a lot of new updates. Kind of creating a huge backlog right now. And on the 30th, then I can finally be allowed to talk. And if the court rules.
If I was Ben, I would have went to a McDonald's and got on Wi-Fi for this. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, like Jesus.
Yeah, like what do you do? Jadine says, Xia and PDH, nice front ends and back ends. Love y'all. Jadine out. Thank you, Jadine. I love you, and thank you for the orange boy. Thank you. You're so good to me, Jadine. So good to me. Shout out to Jadine for being beast. Thank you.
My favorite.
We all know.
There's something about that. It's just so silly.
It's so commercial. Like, it's literally from his past. That tactic.
He's putting in ads every 3 minutes. Look at me, I'm sexy. Anyways,
sounds like a Home Depot commercial coming on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was just kind of pleading your case to my audience about how weird this is. That you're just trying to bring attention to this and create a narrative of what you think happened here, and it seems to be getting pretty hot and pretty sticky. And you say you're okay with it.
Hot and
sticky. I have to be. No, I am really sad actually that it's happening, but I mean, I can't control how. I was just talking this with some of my friends the other day. Like, you can't control anything external. Like, I literally could not control this. Like, I was not in the courtroom. I was not allowed to share my side of the story. The court only heard this mystery company side of the story, and so because I didn't get to share my side, I literally could not do anything to prevent this. So I was telling my friends, like, okay, we can't control our external situation. We can only control how we react to it. So like, I can choose to be sad, or I can choose to be happy. And like that's what I can choose. So I'm gonna choose to like at least be happy. Even though this terrible thing's happening to me. So yeah, I can only choose how I react to things. I can't control external things. So yeah.
You were saying before that this situation has made you think about your path as a content creator, and you see an easy path and a hard path, you were saying. And what does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, a lot of the times it's been like when I see people that go viral online and stuff, they just do the stupidest thing for like clicks and likes and stuff. And I feel like I could go so viral. So like I could have gone so viral like 5-6 years ago if I would have just like taken the easy route and just followed trends, and just, oh, this is what's popular. Okay, just do this. This will go viral, But I chose not to do that because I don't really care about like going viral. Like, if I go viral, that's a cool like side effect of what I'm doing. But like, what I really care about is telling a cool story and like helping people, and solving mysteries. Like, that's something that I care about. Those three things 1,000 times more than going viral. So like, and you can see if you look at my past videos, like I've always done cool. I've always been solving like crazy mysteries. I've always been like going on cool adventures and like helping people and like doing things like that. And I've never gone viral before. So I don't really care about viral. And obviously, like, I continue to do these things knowing that I'm probably not going to go viral, but I just do it because I like helping people and I like solving mysteries. I just like going on cool adventures,
It's such an interesting shift. I mean, I saw your content of slacklining, literally walking a tightrope, and you went from doing it literally to now kind of doing it figuratively in terms of like walking this, what can be a pretty precarious, a pretty reckless, a dangerous, not reckless, but a dangerous line. Taking on people.
This Ben guy's kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah, holy shit.
My happy ass would never do anything remotely like that.
God, no.
My
anxiety would never let me.
Not trying to die, brother.
There's like a thing underneath him if he falls.
Oh yeah, they have the net. Yeah. That's true. Still though, I'm still a big baby about it.
Yeah.
I still would be like, oh god.
You see a lot of people free climbing a lot,
That's
which is the scariest thing in the world to me. But sometimes the things you don't see is people falling. And there are people that fall when they're free climbing buildings and they sploot. And I have to say, I do not like the fact that X just has death videos sometimes. And I'm scrolling, and it's like, guy gets shot in the face. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't want to see that shit. Why'd you do that to me? All right, anyway.
On positions of power.
Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of just liked to do things that push myself, because I think that's where you get the most fulfillment in life, is if you're constantly like pushing your comfort zone. So I love just anything that pushes my comfort zone. I love it so much. And so, yeah, like standing up to a mystery business that does sketchy things, that is like pushing my comfort zone. You know, it's uncomfortable for like a small YouTuber to stand up to this big company. You know, that's something that pushes my comfort zone. It's pushing my comfort zone to walk a slack line like 1,000 feet in the air. That's pushing my comfort zone. So just anything that pushes my comfort zone, I love it. I think that's the best way to like live life.
Do you think that you took on more risk here than you knew early on?
No, because the thing is the more the story grows, obviously the more viral it gets, the more risk there is, because now there's more brand damage, the more viral it goes. But then also the more public support you have, and then with the more public support, the more resources you're able to get to fight the allegations and stuff. So it kind of equals out, I guess. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't know, it's not the craziest video I've ever done, I don't think.
Well, it's crazy what it means to people. Like when you think about what it means, why do you think it matters so much to people? It can't be that they care about whether it's 100 grand or 200 grand worth of minifigs. It can't be that. What do you think it is that matters to people about this that has caught on?
Yeah, because most people that watch it don't really care about Legos. Like I'll say for me, I would never ever click on an hour and a half long video about Legos, but I think the story's so interesting, and it has more. It's not really just about Legos. It's about power. It's about how the story, at least, is about how a company can take power and like be in the wrong, but use their power and like money and resources to bully the little guy, you know?
Yeah, and that's what every corporate company does across the board. They will always, and they don't rely on the fact that you may fight back. They just intimidate and try to destroy. That's all they do, because they know most people will not have either the want, the need, the patience, or the finances to be able to fight back at all.
Yep.
Right? So that's the whole point there.
And that's what the story's ultimately about. It just happens to be done around Legos, you know? But it's not about Legos. It's about power and bullying and like corporate greed, you know? And
do you feel that you owe a service to the family involved, and like, you know, their perspective on this? Like, what does that mean to you?
I don't know. I just like helping people, I guess. It's just fun for me. So I just told him, I was like, hey, like I like challenges, you know, like I like things that are like really hard. Like kind of like you were saying with the slacklining. Like I'm gonna walk from like this cliff to this cliff, 1,000 feet in the air on a slack. Like it seems impossible, and I'm like, challenge accepted, you know. So the harder it is to get these Legos back for the family, the more fun it is for me, you know. So I wouldn't say I like owe it to them or anything, but I just think it's a fun challenge. I'm having a blast on the adventure, you know. I think it's really fun. And so like for every like week that the Legos haven't gotten back yet, I'm just like, oh, it's an extra week that I get to go on this adventure, you know. So I just told them, like, I'm just not going to stop until I get you the Legos back, you know.
So you don't have, there's no part of you that is feeling right now like, wow, this is getting kind of heavy and it's not really worth it. I'm going to go.
Oh no,
do
it's definitely worth it. Oh heck no. No, it's so fun for me. Yeah, the bigger the challenge, the greater the reward. I've always said that my whole life. No pain, no gain, you know? So if there's no challenge, then what's the adventure in that, you know? Like the adventure is, okay, let's find something challenging and let's figure out a way to solve this problem. I don't know. I was in mechanical engineering in college, and that's basically what all I spent college. They just give you a really hard like math problem or something. They give you some type of problem to solve. And now, okay, I'm an engineer. I got to go in and design a contraption and figure out a way to solve this, you know? And I just love doing that so much. So the bigger the challenge, the more fun I'm having, you know?
Hey,
do you, when
like,
you look at how you...
He looks like he's like 19.
Yeah,
he's a mechanical
He's adorable.
Engineer.
He is. He's so cute. I agree.
a little mechanical engineer. Yes. Legally Minded is a major scammer network. I mean, don't even get me started, Big Black Dog, on the pretending to give legal advice or the pretending to be lawyers kind of thing. That was very wild to see. So, yeah, wild as hell.
Got to this point on this story. Are you comfortable with all of the decisions you made about what to shoot and how to shoot it and how to tell this story to this point?
Yeah, I think I made the best decision I could have made. at the time, obviously looking back, I made a ton of mistakes, you know, but I do that. Like everyone makes mistakes. That's what makes us human, you know? So I made a bunch of mistakes that like in hindsight you see now, but like when you're in the moment and like with the information I had, I didn't have hindsight, I guess. So I think I made the best decision I could have made for every decision with the information I had at the time. You know, I think every person does that. I think like it's easy to look back and be like, oh, well, knowing what we know now, I should have done this. But we don't have that hindsight in the moment, you know?
Any mistake that you made, what do you want people to know about why it should be seen as a mistake and not something that you did to intentionally get something wrong or to give the company a bad name?
Dang, I can't really get into this, but I'll give you some specifics on June 30th. But I don't know, like there's probably a couple things where I might have gotten like, these are just like small details that I might have got like wrong, I guess. But with the information I had, it's like, I guess the collection wasn't actually worth $200,000. It was worth maybe around $120,000. And that was, they inflated the price due to marketing reasons and stuff. But I guess that number kind of caught on. So every single person that told me about their story, like every character in the story was like, this is a $200,000 set. Like you could sell these sets for up to $200,000. You know, so that was, I guess, probably the biggest mistake I probably made.
The strange thing about that is the law is pretty loose on that as far as defamation goes. Is if the thing he's talking about has any kind of semblance to what the truth possibly could be for the public good, it doesn't really matter, right? He would have to say something completely insane, and I've used this example before. He would have to say something like, hey, McNeff has HIV with absolutely no like evidence of that being a case, no one having said anything like that, and then that catching on, and then that causing Bricks and Minifigs to lose money. Then they would have a case. But I mean,
don't spread that Eamon has HIV.
I'm not saying he does. I'm not.
Then Cody will get in trouble.
It's a hypothetical, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. From what I'm not a lawyer or anything, but from what I understand, defamation cases are incredibly hard to win.
Yeah,
that's what because you're right. You have to prove that they're saying something that's 100% not true.
Yep.
For to smear you or for slander or whatever, which I feel like that's really hard to do.
Well, you have to prove that what he said was completely and utterly malicious. There's no he had no reason to believe it was true, and it wasn't beneficial to the public good, which none of those things that they have a case on any of those things, in my opinion. So
yeah.
But yeah.
When you look out there now at the landscape, do you have people giving you ideas of other mysteries to take on, other investigations for people? And is there any outfit that you look at or any person and say, I want to do what they're doing?
I want to take on every mystery. I have an email just set up just for this where I just have like probably 10,000 ideas by now. And I wish I could do every single one because all of that, like almost every single idea I've got, I mean, I guess there's a few bad ones, but almost every single idea is just so good. And I just wish I could do them all. Like if I lived for eternity and I could just do them all, I'd be so happy. But sadly, we only have probably like 100 years on Earth, maybe. So I can't get to all of them. But
I doubt it.
I don't know. Yeah, some of the ideas are really good, and I'm excited to do more.
The goal here is to help this family because they need the money for healthcare, and you want to make sure that the powerful don't get away with something that's not fair. Do you know what your next is?
Oh yeah, I'm working on 12 ideas right now. I basically just picked like 10 of like the best ideas, and I was like, I'm just going to do all these at once. And the Lego one just came out first because it's kind of one of the more simple ones, but there's a lot that are I'd say even way crazier than the Lego video that are going to be coming out very soon. So that's exciting.
But how do you plan to, like, if you have to investigate things, like, are you going to staff up differently, or, you know what I mean? Like, how do you intend to, like?
I would definitely, if I was Reckless Ben, I would utilize a big portion of this money I got through whether it's GoFundMe or something else. And I would definitely have some kind of small legal team on retainer because you're going to run into this shit probably pretty often, I'd imagine,
Like investigate real mysteries.
I don't know. I had some fans hit me up. They were like, I can hack stuff, or like, I know OSINT, and I just put them on a Discord together, and we just started, just solving crimes and stuff. And yeah.
He's like Scooby.
And
he is more like Shaggy. Yes.
Yeah, he's definitely Shaggy.
Yeah.
You feel that you've found a new purpose? Like, do you think like this is what it's going to be? This is what Reckless Ben is now?
I mean, I don't know. I've been doing it for probably like 3 years now, starting with the McCain Manor stuff. he ran this like torture ring where he would like bring people. He would pretend like he had the world's best haunted house and then take people there. And he didn't have a haunted house. He would just torture people. And
I remember this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, he would
it was close by, right?
Yeah, it was actually really close to where we live. He would basically make people sign waivers and just torture the living fuck out of them.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know how he thought that was going to be long term.
Didn't the waiver include like loss of teeth?
Yeah, well, from what I remember, I don't know for sure, but yeah, you can pull your teeth out.
Does a waiver like that hold up in court? I'm so curious.
So.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't think so.
that's a bit much.
Yeah, it's little. It's too over the top. I like normal scary houses where you get to go in. They'll just like chase you with a toothless chainsaw. That's fine with me.
Throw some slime on you, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally good.
I kind of shut that whole thing down. And then, yeah, ever since that, I was like, oh, maybe I should start doing stuff like this. Like, because the police were trying to shut them down for forever and they never could. So I was like, maybe the power of the internet is more powerful than the police. I don't know, because I guess like myself, I couldn't shut down the He got shut down because the internet shut him down, I just made a cool story on it and then I got the internet involved, but ultimately the internet's what did it. So that's kind of what I started thinking. I was like, I think the internet might be more powerful than like our law enforcement now. So I was like, maybe I can just do like compelling documentaries and stuff. And if the police can't shut them down, then we'll have the internet do it,
Well, I got to tell you,
I don't know if he should have said that, but yeah.
No, he really should not have said that.
We'll just have the internet destroy that company. I'm like,
That's like literally defamation.
I don't know, but I don't know if it's defamation.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah,
it's just not a good thing to say when the court's looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh, you intend on destroying this company?
Oh, you don't abide by the law. Like you want to go above the law to some vigilante justice through internet means.
Yeah, maybe.
I know that you have to be careful, and that's part of doing this job, by the way. It's one thing, when you can just get away with whatever you do. It's another thing when people may come after you for the decisions that you make. Welcome to my world, where, you got to think about what you say and what you put out and whether or not you can back it up in a way that would withstand somebody suing you over it. It's a very different standard than just making an assessment about whether or not what you're doing is going to get you hurt physically.
Oh, shit. That's good. God, Cuomo, you bastard. Well, you're stupid freaking... Okay, that's it.
He's so corporate.
That whole interview was a missed opportunity.
He does not know how to be a YouTuber. Or it just... You know what it is? I feel like people like that don't know how to be human and don't know how to relate to other people. So they just end up sounding... They end up sounding so fake and disingenuous. And I feel like people can see that. And that's why...
They need writers.
Yeah.
And somebody like Cuomo, like, you need a writer, brother, and you don't have one, or maybe you do, and you're asking strange questions that are completely irrelevant. What's up, Jim? Jim Satala, how you doing, buddy? I don't know why my allergies just kicked up. I'm allergic to YouTube, apparently. I'm allergic to YouTube. We're gonna go for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna hop off here. But I just wanted to cover all those bases, and I wanted to drink a few claws, or well, shouldn't say claws, but they're high noons because the claw place was over. It was closed, unfortunately.
There's a claw place?
It's called Kroger.
Oh. Okay.
They sell claw there. Yeah. So it's been interesting. Crazy.
And then we're going to play WoW.
Yeah.
I'm about to start WoW again for the first time in like 10 years. So I will probably be harassing you at one point to start another character with me, and Cody's going to hate me because he said you started characters.
I really but the thing is, like, I feel like you have to try and find your favorite race and class combination, and so I'm trying to do that.
You just got to go through all of them and figure out what you. I know I was thinking of doing a mage this time around. Last time I was a rogue. Paladin, I think. It's been a hot minute. This time around, I think I might want to do a mage, maybe a high elf. I don't know. Something different.
Well, there's blood elves, and then there's.
Am I thinking of Skyrim?
Night elf.
Night elf. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Skyrim has high elves. Anyway, so I think I'm going to do this time. I'm excited.
Yeah. We play whatever. Like, I have an undead. I have an alliance and horde character, so I play undead and I play human. Whenever. So
I feel like we should like start new characters and only do the ones that get pets or minions. So like warlocks and hunters, because then we'll have like a whole pack of 6 if it's the 3 of us. Or if Sean does it, 4 and 8.
Interesting.
I like this idea a lot. I like this idea a lot.
Yeah, I just like to run around, dude. I just like to run around. Stan says 7 a.m. in Paris. 7 a.m. Jesus, brother.
Wow.
We're out to get croissants at the Bangladeshi Babayol. How we
Eat a croissant for me. Enjoy.
Yeah, that's not see, something racist about that. You know?
It would be.
I'm
even
in France.
funnier.
I'm getting croissants. It sounds racist.
Why?
Because that's like it's just a little too stereotypical.
Okay. Anyways, it'd be even funnier if we made all of our characters look exactly the same. Because you know how like when you are leveling together, you get gear and it's all the same gear and you're just wearing the same stuff. It'd be funny if like we all made the same like character. They could be, you know, warlocks and hunters, but they all
Maybe
look
like
the same.
a gang or a cult.
Yeah, cool.
I like that idea. Everybody will be like,
the blood elves give cult energy already, so
they kind of do. Yeah. Oh, that sounds awesome. Wait, what kind of minions can we have?
you can have imps, which are like these tiny little like goblin things,
Yeah.
and then there's also like the void walkers, and the void walkers are like these big hulking blue things.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like the Void Walkers. There's a lot of fun.
And then after that, like when you're like level 30ish or so, you get what are they called, Cody? With the whip.
Oh, the succubuses?
The succubuses, but they have a male succubus now, and he's so gay looking, and I love it.
We do love the
He
gay.
has like a leather thong, and like he
Yeah.
has a whip that he cracks.
We
Yeah.
could be a gang of gay why can't I already forget male succubuses, yes.
You don't like warlocks, though.
Yeah, I don't really want to play a warlock again.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. It's
She
I don't
got
know.
all the way to level 46. I don't like this.
yeah.
I don't like this. Thank you, Jim, for the raid, by the way, brother. I hope you're doing well, dude.
They're really weak. Like if they get hit for realsies, you gotta have a tank like at all times.
Yeah.
That's what I have a hard time with. I always find myself in like every single game wanting to play tank just because I'm such the type to just run in and attack. That's just how I play everything. It's really bad. I've never done great that's why I was like I want to be a mage, but I never do great at it because I'm not good at like hanging back and not getting hit. And then I get pissed off if you get hit because you have no armor. It's just you're literally wearing a fucking robe.
Yep.
Corn
Pop. Ah, it's Corn Pop. Fuck off, Corn Pop. I forgot about Corn Pop. Every time I would go into any chat, Corn Pop would be like, I hate you. You motherfucker, you ban me. And I'm like, I don't even know you. I don't ban people. It's like, Corn Pop, stop.
If you ever played Magic the Gathering, Xia, you would want to play the red deck. Because that's
Okay.
what the red deck is. It's like just all fast paced,
Oh my
like
God.
send
Perfect.
it.
Oh,
Perfect.
fucking Corn Pop, brother. Welcome, Gem Raiders. Thank you guys so much for the raid. Make sure you do me, guys, a huge favor and like the show. It means a lot to me. Helps your boy out. Give some love. We got a huge super chat, though, that just popped the hell up. And let's click it because it's our boy. We've had, 4 red boys tonight?
4 red boys from Blood of Heroes. I know. He just does this
Holy
sometimes and you're just
shit.
a lot and you're just like, oh my God.
Oh, my God. Shout out to Blood of Heroes. We've had one person drop red boys, and it was 4 of them from Blood
4.
of Heroes. Got to keep rocking the goals. Explain what fight milk is. I'm fairly new here. So fight milk is when I drink an entire glass of milk with 2 raw eggs and a shot or 2 of whiskey in it, and I downed that bitch. We did it last stream. I was drunk too, and I did it. I was playing Halo, and I got a little too drunk. So I was like, I got to get off here. So thank you so much, Blood of Heroes. I really appreciate you, brother. Shout out to my boy coming in strong. What a beautiful man. Thank you. What are you doing? Leave him alone. Don't put him on camera. He's
Puppy.
You're being mean right now.
Hi, puppy.
It's Mal. Who else but Mal?
When you told me, I remember one time Cody texted me, I forget what this was, like a year ago or something like that. He was like, oh, I got to shear Mal. And I was like, you have a sheep? I don't know. I immediately
He is
thought that
it.
he was a sheep. I don't
He's
know why.
basically a sheep.
The sheep shearers are horrifying.
I've never seen one before. Do they look like scythes or are they just giant scissors?
They're like a razor, like when you shave someone's head, but
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like this wide, and the blades are just open, and they're like moving really fast and making loud noise.
That's terrifying. I would be so scared I would accidentally cut my animal. I don't know if I could do it.
We've cut him a little.
Oh, no, I would do that. That would be me.
Actually, yeah. The first time I ever sheared him, I cut him like one time on his like back of his arm, and I literally felt like a fucking monster. I laid and hugged him and kissed him. I was like, I'm so sorry.
It's the worst. If
But
you like,
sorry.
oh, no, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when you shear him, like it's like his body is loose for the first time, like it's not matted and like held down, and he like runs around and jumps. Like he doesn't do that ever until you shear him.
And he gets all excited. He's like, I'm free. I'm light. I can feel the wind.
Thank you, Bloody Heroes. I appreciate you. That put us exactly 300 from double bikini goal. Thank you so much. We only got a few minutes left though. Only a few minutes left. I got to play some WoW for at least 2 hours.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Bloody Heroes. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Lily Petal says, please look at the band map for the Orange Boy. Mount, stop. You will not regret it. Yes, I have one of my mods pulled it up for a future stream, so I really appreciate that. I'll make a stream around it. So I appreciate that so much. What the hell is that noise? Something's buzzing. I think it's your mic on your keyboard. Yep. That's what it was. Thank you, Lily Petal. And if you could just send me a DM on X, that helps out a lot too. Thank you, Lily Petal. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Lily Petal. Shout out to Lily Petal. Thank you. All right, boys. So I see you streaming all the time. And I'm very jealous that you can just sit there and shoot the shit with the chat and make more money than I do nowadays.
I do not make more money than you. There's no way.
Yeah. But like, do you have anything planned? Do you have some guests coming up or anything crazy?
You know what? I do need to start getting guests again. I've been kind of bad with guests. Just after everything that's happened, I've been winging it and like missing some streams, and I push my streams later just because I tend to do better later in the day. But I have tomorrow I have the snack stream. Tomorrow we're snacking. I'm probably going to go back into the kitchen because I miss my kitchen counter streams. And then, I do need to start getting guests again. So for Friday, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to plan my 10,000 subscriber like celebration stream. So I want to so I want to do that. And I think I'll try to have I'll hit you up because I would like to have you both on if you guys are free. Maybe have some people come on for that because that'd be fun.
Well, hell yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. Anna asked me to come on Jack's show recently, and I was like, it was like during the time where I was feeling terrible, and I was like, I don't think I can. I have to reach back out to her. She also reached out to have me on. I don't think it was Jack's show. It was something else, or maybe it was Jack's show. I don't remember. I feel bad because that was also when I was going through. It was like absolute fucking hell, and I was like, "There's no way." But I got to reach back out to her because that would be fun. Maybe we can do it together. Maybe they'll have us both on. Maybe. Stop fucking with Mal. You're getting him excited and he's freaking out.
He's hungry.
Don't say that word around him.
He's hungry.
Look at him. Don't say that.
Are you hungry?
Look at him. He knows that word. Look at him.
Are you hungry, Melly?
He's so excited. Look at him. Oh my God.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
You can go downstairs and get some food.
You can't see how blue his eyes are, but they're like bright ass blue.
He's so cute. I want to cuddle.
Look at him. He's a stupid bitch. He's a fat boy. We love him.
You want some food?
DJ Hal, you ever watch Come Town or the Adam Friedland show?
I've heard of Come Town, but I've never watched it.
Town.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
I've heard of Come Town, yeah. Sounds sexy.
Hell
Sounds
yeah.
like something Nick Arcata would be totally into. Come Town.
A town where you just come all over the place.
That sounds like Nick's fucking time, brother. Nick's time. Thank you, DJ Hal. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to log off in about 10 minutes. Shout out to Blood of Heroes for being an absolute maniac. I appreciate you so much, brother. Thank you for supporting us small ass streamers. It means a lot to your boys and your girls. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out to obviously everyone else, Jadine, everybody, Slosher, Billy, Eric Cayos, M. Dimmel. Thank you. We love M. Dimmel. We love him. Rakin, appreciate you, brother. Gabriel, PS2 Chopper, all you guys. You guys are goated as hell. I'll be streaming obviously Monday. Tomorrow I'm taking off though. I gotta take off Sunday.
Sunday is God's day.
That's true, and also it's the day where I'm gonna go float in the pool.
Oh
yes.
Nice.
It's gonna be thunderstorming. So
is it?
That's the other thing. The house that we want to rent has a pool. It has a pool. Could you pool streams? I could float around in a pool. I want it. I want this house.
It's going to be sunny and the precipitation is like, no, there's no thunder. You're crazy.
Okay. It changed.
It
great.
changed.
I'm not arguing about it's great.
It changed.
Perfect. I love that.
Yeah, dude. It's going to be awesome. Hate breed.
I bought some goggles.
Look, it's Hate breed.
Hi, Hate breed.
How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to see Sammy Obeid tomorrow in downtown LA. Hell yeah, brother. I'm seeing Creed in like 2 weeks, right? We got to go to the box office.
Tickets.
We got to go to the box office and see, because if you try to buy them online, they're literally like $500 a piece.
Can you take me higher?
Oh, dude, like everybody's like, wow, you're gonna go see Creed? That's stupid. And I'm like, bro, if I am 5 claws in, or whiskeys, whatever they get, I can get there, and they're as soon as I'll be in tears, fucking drinking. Bro, come on, don't act like you're not gonna be like that. Fuck it.
It's like when people like argue that they hate Nickelback, and I'm like, no one hates Nickelback.
I mean, we do, but if I was at the show and they were like, look at this, I'd be like,
yeah, look at that photograph.
Look at it, please. Yeah, dude, I'm all about it. Thank you, Chai T. Yes, I will call my dad tomorrow. 100%. Yeah, Creed got back together like last year and they started touring. And I was like, well, I got to go see this. It's like 3 minutes from my house. Of course, I got to go see this. You know, we have like 2 or 3 concert halls within like 5 to 10 minutes from our house.
You guys probably get a lot of good like metal shows, and
bro, Coheed comes here once a year.
Oh fuck, I'm very jealous.
Have
that
we seen Coheed twice now here. We've seen Coheed twice in just a year and a half.
Maybe I do need to move there.
We
can go to concerts. That would be nice.
Yeah. And one of the venues is like it's called Mars Music Hall, and it's really small, but big bands play there. So like you can be really close, like up to the stage, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's great. It's a fun time. We've seen everybody. We saw Extreme recently.
Nino Betancourt cannot be that attractive for how old he is. It's crazy.
And we saw Steel Panther, which was fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, Zach Wild came here, but I didn't go see it because I'm a bad friend.
Yeah, the Steel Panther concert was okay. So I think they did this on purpose, but like they had 2 strippers that they hired, local strippers.
Yeah,
nice.
And a pole on either side of the stage, and one of the strippers was like drop dead gorgeous, and the other one was like, and she was so talented. She was doing crazy tricks on the pole and everything, and then the other one was like just holding onto the pole and like twerking most of the time, like really, and like just not good and like not very attractive at all. And
I like when they bring up like elderly women. Yeah, that's what I like. I bring up like a literal 70-year-old lady, and like all the bandmates are just like twerking on her, and it's beautiful. He's like, oh my stars. I'm like, this is so great. I love this. It's a great time, man. It's a great time.
Guns N' Roses is playing near us, but it's like the resale tickets for nosebleed are like $500 a ticket, and it's like
thank you.
That's fucking crazy. Absolutely not.
Thank you, Corn Pop. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd. Oh, well, no, Slash is back. I might would see him. Right, with Slash, and just because it's Axl and Slash, I'd probably have to see it.
I mean, yeah, I would love to. That'd be awesome. We saw Styx there. We're near SPAC, which is also SPAC is really nice. It's the Saratoga Performing Arts Center. And it's a really, really, really nice venue. We went there to see Styx, and it was actually impressive. And then In This Moment played there, but I didn't get a chance to see them because it was when we first moved, and I'm actually still really bummed about that.
Is there like not a standing? Is there a standing place? Because like
there is.
Our place is the cheapest tickets is just the standing.
Yeah, but that for Guns N' Roses was $500 for those. Like that's
shit.
So
I'll pay $500 and watch up and see Slash shredding on my face. Yeah, in my face. I'm like, damn, they're so much older than I thought. You ever do that? You ever go see an old band and you like get up to the stage and you're like, holy fuck, they're like 90.
Well, no, I saw. Who did I see? It was Iron Maiden, but we were like and they were so fucking good though. It was like old. One of they're old. It was one of Nico McBrain's last shows that he did live. I'm so glad I got to see all of them. He's were
like the oldest looking one.
Awesome. Dude. Yeah, no, he is, but they were still so good. And Bruce Dickinson was a freaking beast running around.
I saw a picture of Bruce Dickinson on X yesterday, and he looks so old. And I was like, no.
But he still sounds so good, and he's like running around on stage.
Bruce
flamethrowers.
Dickinson scares me because he's exactly like Dio. Because it doesn't matter how old he gets, he can just sing the same, and it's fucking weird. Because usually you lose that shit after like 45, but he can just still belt it out.
That's what I was wondering about. What's his name? From Guns N' Roses. Why can't I think of his name? Axel. Yeah. How does he sound? Does he still sound good?
He's awful, but I'd still go see it.
I heard. Yeah.
Because fuck it. It's
why not? It's no, I know.
You know, I would go see Metallica. Now Metallica's still pretty slick though, but
I would still see Metallica. Fuck yeah.
But Metallica's gonna be 1,000 per show or more. So
yeah, it's insane.
No way. All right, boys, we're gonna go ahead and log the hell off here. I love you. I appreciate you. You guys are goated as hell. Thank you for so much love. I got to give a big ass shout out to Blood of Heroes. I love you, buddy. I appreciate you. I don't deserve that, but I'm so thankful for you, brother. You are the GOAT. You are the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you guys. We hit Naked Snake for the 634th stream in a row. Whoop, whoop. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Xia. I'm going to do Naked Snake here in a second. So, Xia, you're free to pop off whenever you want.
Thank you for having me. This was so much fun. It was nice to talk to you both again. I feel like it's been like both a long time and not a lot of time at all. That's how my days feel like.
Well, thank
right
you.
Now.
It's
time has no meaning anymore.
That's true.
That's really how I feel. I don't know what day it is ever.
Bro,
ever.
I'm 36. I don't even know how this happened. I was 32 what felt like 6 weeks ago.
I feel like I just turned 21. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, and you're like 47 now.
I don't feel like an adult at all.
I don't feel like an adult even a little bit. Like I was talking, I think I might have been talking to my therapist about this where I was like, I don't feel like I'm an adult. And I don't know if it's just because of like everything that I've gone through recently or if it's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm still a 21-year-old idiot, like trying to figure it out.
Dude, I talked to
higher expectations of adults than what was reality.
I talked to a guy at the gym. You know that bald guy at the gym that's a personal trainer, he has a beard?
Yes.
I talked to him like 2 or 3 days ago, and he was like, he's like 60. I think he's like just turned 60 or something. And he's like, bro, he's like, I still feel like I'm 18. He's like, I feel like I feel like the same exact guy, like in my mind. It's like, it's crazy that I'm 60. And I'm like, yeah, man, I don't feel that way. I don't feel like I'm 18, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
All right. Well, it was really nice to see everybody. Goodbye, everybody in chat. It was wonderful to see you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'll see you guys later.
All right. Bye, Xia.
The right button.
Shit. And there you are. Hey, Teacher Grant. Glad to catch a stream. Always fun to get your insight. I hope Ben gets justice. I also hope he gets good legal too. I've heard that he has good legal representation now, so at least there's that. And him choosing to not talk about it in depth, very smart. So I'm excited to see how. I cannot imagine.
I just hope he doesn't get trouble for anything he did say.
Well, there was one thing he said that was a little rough, but other than that, I think the only way this can go is good, in my opinion. I gotta be honest, because it's so frivolous. But thank you, Teacher Grant. I appreciate you, brother. I love you, and I appreciate you, man. Shout out to my boy. All right, you can go feed Mal. I'm gonna go, dude. I'm gonna negative sake. All right, say bye to PDH, everybody. There you go. All right, we're gonna do Naked Snake, and then we're gonna get the hell off here. My chair is new, so we gotta figure this out. I can't just do it. All right, here we go. Naked Snake, boys, and then we're gonna raid Sad Lad Chad. Get on it, diggity dog on it. Here we go. It's that time again, boys. I'll see you guys Monday. Get the hell on it. Diggity doggone it. Shout out Blood of Heroes. Thank you guys for everything you do for us. And Dibble, we love you. We appreciate you. Here we go. Like the show. Like the show. Like the show. Hit that like button right damn now. I agree, Teacher Grant. It's totally against free speech. Here we go.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'm melting to you.
Here we go, boys. Like the show.
What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I
snake eater in my time. There be nobody else. Cry the way I fly to you, McSteller. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. 634 times, boys. Here we go. Someday we'll go through the rain. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive. For the day oh my God. We sing along. My life, not for longer, but for you. In my time, there be nobody else. Cry, it's the way I fly to you. Here we go, boys. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Thank you guys so much for all your love, all your support. Get the hell on that diggity dog on it. Dream, snake eater. Hell yeah. We did it one more time, one more again. I appreciate you guys. We'll be back Monday. Don't be late. I'll see you guys then. I'll probably have a video out tomorrow as well. I'm trying to put videos out every day again. Get back on the ball. So get the hell on it, dog on it. We're going to raid Sad Lad Chad. Say Cam Raid in the chat when you appear. Get on it. Hell yeah, Nate Hutzman. Appreciate that. Good to hear. Bloody Heroes, you're my guy. You're my boy. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you did for me, man. I don't deserve it again. I love you, though, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody. See you guys over on Sad Lad Chad's show. Say Cam Raid in the chat.